Take on this. Now take on this.
Give me rent.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door!
That's a bit much.
Hey guys, housing market's crazy right now. You know, rent's expensive. Make sure your landlord's fixing your door.
Rent?
Rent?
No shit, man.
That's the only way to come into a live stream is with Spider-Man 3. I can play it again if you guys.
It was all good, and then you threw my vibe off. You threw it off my groove.
I mean, I'm chilling with emo Spider-Man right now, so
I know, but
I can get down with it.
It was all nice and jazzy, and then out of nowhere, he's like, "You'll get your rent when you fix this goddamn door." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa!"
You're fired.
Chief, the planetarium party.
Oh, right. You're unfired. I need you. Come here.
Fucking love that. All right, you're unfired. Come here.
Oh yeah, guys, I should do a proper introduction. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bacon Reviews. Welcome to our part 2 live. Live stream of our.
It
okay.
is.
It only took us. I'm surprised it took us 90 seconds to make a Hitler reference. That's a little bit long for us.
Sorry, guys. We'll do better next time.
Yeah, guys, I'm disappointed. But welcome back to Bacon Reviews, the channel that you might think is archived by now, but occasionally I still put out content. If you joined us, I think probably a couple weeks ago, a month ago at this point, we did our 31 on 31 for Spider-Man, Batman, and the X-Men universe. So, as always, we took way too long on our stream, so we did not finish in time. So we were able to whittle it down to our top 10. Oh yeah, Corey was on the time. I mean, somebody was on the time crunch. Bill says somebody was late. Somebody's always late. Like it wasn't me.
You know, it's really funny.
Thank you, Culture Shock Podcast, Mike.
It's funny is that like with that fucking like profile picture for my YouTube and me saying it wasn't me, it was almost like the Kermit the frog sipping the tea.
Oh yeah.
Well, it wasn't me speaking.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
Look at all these guys. Look at all these guys patting themselves on the back. It wasn't me. I was a half hour early.
I'm sorry. I was just quoting Shaggy.
Look at all these guys bragging. I was a half hour early. I could read the chat.
I hear that Corey Baker's a stand-up fellow. So.
Well, I am really happy that you can. I'm really happy that you can read the chat. That's
at least, guys. At least we know the chat.
Guys, what's that?
It's a metaphor for capitalism.
Oh my God.
I had to get that just because we were talking about it.
It's a metaphor for capitalism.
All right, guys. So we are gonna. If you didn't see our part 1, if you'd prefer to go back and watch that first, be my guest.
Don't.
But we are going to reveal our 31 through 11 for you. And I figured a good way to stay on the screen for a second, so like people can look at it, is we're going to go through each of our lists real quick, and we're going to say the other 3 are going to say like which one is way too high or way too low. So we're going to give one take. We're going to give one take.
Top 10 in 2 hours.
So we're just going to get one take on each of our lists where we're like, whoa. I already know where mine's going to be for the 3 of you, and it'll be pretty easy.
I already know where mine's going to be for the 3 of you. There was a big contention last time.
You're trash, Brock.
It's true.
I know where mine is, at least for Steven. I don't know about the other 2.
All right, guys.
My name became Brock, but I am trash.
So I'm going to reveal, scroll down a little bit. So this was my 31 through 11. Oh, and full disclaimer, you guys probably see Batman and Robin at 28. So I pulled the ultimate troll move last stream, and Steve called me out, said, dude, it's too much. So I figured I'd put Batman and Robin. I hadn't said it yet. It made it into my top 10, but it really is not in my top 10. So I trolled that one. So a movie that didn't make my top 10 last time is going to squeeze its way in there now because I was just being a troll. So I think what I ended up putting Batman and Robin at 28, which breaks my heart. But this is my 11.
That's where it belongs.
Yeah. Well, let me zoom out a little bit here.
Let's be honest.
All right, guys. So to give the audience a second to look at it and to have you guys a second to say what is way too high, what is way too low. I feel like mine's pretty easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
For you,
I don't know about a too low, but a too high.
That's what I was thinking. Too high.
Right
One that's too
now,
high.
Spider-Man
now-
3, obviously.
Yeah, that's the
I-
easy one.
It's a movie that I'll watch, and I still love it. It's just not great.
personally, I
That's-
think that Adrian's too high.
And I'm actually not right now. Okay.
Oh shit! Well then,
I'm drinking.
oh, that's even better.
All right, guys, I'm changing my ways. Okay.
Yeah, I
Phil's
took a
been calling
solid 50-minute nap before this. That's what I did.
Wait, I'm calling it number one is Big Trouble in Little China. Wait, I'm starting to think, is that Orion's logo?
It is.
'Cause I know. Okay,
Yeah.
I know Orion loves Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, Ryan.
Bold to go for Kurt Russell. Oh shit, there's an in joke. All right, guys. So are we agreeing on mine pretty much that the ridiculous take here is Spider-Man 3?
I think Spider-Man 3
Well,
is way too high.
Mine is. Mine's going to be the same on all three of your lists.
Oh really?
Batman 89 should be way higher.
Oh okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's
Mine
good.
I think is too low. I think Deadpool 2 is too low for me.
Deadpool's two is too low on there.
I agree with you on that, Adrian. Don't worry. I think
Yeah, I
it's
think Steve had Deadpool 2 lower than I did.
I know.
I
He's
did.
stuck too.
16.
Fucking Steve.
16.
Man, I think it's just as good as the first one.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Now let's move down. This is Corey's 11 through 31. I was looking at this before. I think Corey's got a pretty. I'm not saying I agree with everything, but I think for like the general fan, crazy wild takes here. Corey, I kind of agree with you, and I know
Too
Steve
predictable.
hates it. I know Steve hates it, but
Yeah.
I do think First Class. I don't love it as much as a lot of people do. I still like it. I love the Charles and Magneto stuff. I just have a hard time with the whole first.
Yeah, I
Wow.
mean, the class of kids, the new thing, they're way too cringy. And you're right
Uh-huh.
about the Jennifer Lawrence thing. Like
Yeah.
that scene really does bother me. Ever since we talked about that, it didn't used to bother me, but now going back on it when she's naming everybody and
It's
giving
so
them,
bad. It feels
it's
so
very
forced.
bad. And I watched it and I actually shivered. Like, oh god, please stop this scene.
But what I will say is, like, for most movies, I usually like love the build-up, and then the third act kind of disappoints me. First Class, kind of the opposite. I thought the third act was fucking phenomenal.
It was
Like,
it was
I'm not
bad.
saying the first two acts were disappointing leading up to it, but normally I'm like, it lost me in the third act. I'm like, this
Jennifer
movie.
Lawrence isn't the part that makes me cringe. It's that they kill a character that's not.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that too.
yeah.
That's
Darwin.
the part for me.
So-
that pisses me
Darwin.
off.
Yeah,
I kind of
yeah.
ignore that it exists. I'll
The
be
only
honest.
reason they did that is because the non-comic fan isn't going to think anything of that because nobody knows who Darwin is.
Yeah.
But if you know comics and you know that he literally adapts to anything, that's a really
He
stupid. bet.
should have never been involved in that.
And
movie.
even if he did blow up right there, he should have come back later and talked about how his
And
survival
how he
there was
survived.
becoming energy, and he eventually came back together when they weren't
Yep.
there.
Appreciate you, Tristan. That's my YouTube buddy right there. Appreciate that.
Nice.
Mike, do it. Give me it. That Mike guy, we should get him on a podcast.
Thanks for smashing that like button.
I have a feeling he's one of those guys though that's funnier through text than he is like actually in person.
That's probably true. Fuck that guy.
All right, so
I'd never do
Corey-
a podcast with him.
Corey's list. What are we thinking here? Like I said, I agree with the First Class. Steve, that might be your take. From Corey so far.
He was
it's-
pretty pissed.
Let's look through it though. Let's look through it.
It's a
here.
hot take for me,
Oh.
but yeah, I would say First Class, and then for me, it's Far From Home, and even
Oh.
No Way Home.
That's the one. That's the
Right.
one. Far From Home. He was really pissed. I had it at 20.
Yes.
I remember that.
Mine.
No spoilers,
list
but I
is-
believe Steve hasn't even said that yet. So maybe, but we'll see.
Mine for me is First Class. To me is too low.
Too low.
And I think Amazing Spider-Man 2 is too high.
Oh yeah, good cat.
Oh fuck yeah, Mike. Good point. You just found mine. That movie sucks ass.
I had a hard time. I had a hard time putting that at 18. It should have been up in the 10s for sure.
I just love they're right next to each other too. Like
You're a fraud, Spider-Man!
I mean, Spider-Man just
Dream acting
cool.
right there.
Yeah,
That
I
Dane
kind of
DeHaan-
forgot about that. I literally
Dane
rewatched
DeHaan
this
gets
movie.
me hard.
even if you
gets
like
he gets you the
Yeah, no,
even if you like that movie, like it has to go down a point for Dane DeHaan, which is a good
yeah,
actor.
he's the bad
I
part.
know.
He's
not- it's
why
not-
it's 18.
It's not
Don't
his
worry.
fault. It's not his fault. The writing, it's just
Don't worry,
like
Peter's dad's a fucking cool spy, dude.
his dad's pretty much
Yeah.
James Bond.
And
with
there's
his
the
Sony file.
coins and shit.
And
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the
the
other
magical
couple.
coins.
And that's the other couple spots that it dropped.
All right, Mike's I think is easy because he had
Yeah,
he
X-Men
had
too.
two
I only got
X-Men.
to see the list.
there's two on here that I hate because one X-Men movie I have not said yet, and hits as number 19. X-Men
Days of Future Past and X-Men 2, both terrible.
I knew Mike had two takes that we
honestly,
all like.
Batman Forever is way too high.
Okay. I don't think my Batman Forever is too much lower, so I can't agree with you there. But no, it's definitely the two X-Men movies.
He has 4 on there that I disagree with.
Oh shit, let's hear them.
X-Men 2 is way too low.
Agreed.
Days of Future Past is way too low.
Agreed.
Batman 89 is way too low. I know I'm the only one that thinks that, but
yeah.
And the original X-Men should be a little higher than 17, but it's close to where it should be.
So I think what we're establishing is from our first part so far, Mike had maybe the hottest takes because like there's two on here that are
he usually does though. I mean,
yeah, there are two on there that are so against like general consensus. Like, wait, what did you just say? Did you just say you'd rather watch Batman Returns and Batman Forever over X2 X-Men United? Is that what you're telling me, Mike? Because that's what your list says.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. All right, and then Steve bringing it up the rear.
my real hot one's my number 10. So let's be honest.
Oh yeah, the next one that we're gonna go into. All right, well then it's up for the jury to decide here. Corey, Mike, what do we think? Let's look at his list.
Deadpool 2 again to me is too low.
Same as your list. Deadpool 2 and Batman 89 are too low.
Same two there.
Okay,
I'm really liking everything he's done here so far. Let me see. I like that. Of course, Spider-Man 3 is a little bit too low. Batman Begins is a little bit too low from my list, but everything else looks pretty good.
I'm okay with everything else. I don't think anything's too high. I just think that Deadpool 2 is too low. That's all.
Now, don't get me wrong. Every
I like Deadpool 2, so I'm sick of hearing it. Like, I mean, it's great.
Guys,
trash.
Guys, we talked about this in the first one. This is a 31 that was much more enjoyable to go through than the slashers.
Yeah.
I would say like
here. Let me look at my list again.
Yeah, I would say 22 probably of my 31 are like movies I'll go back and watch regularly.
Wait, I think that's what we discussed. Is
I'd say 21 for me, or like movies I'll go back and watch whenever.
Yeah, from like 28 and below, I'll never watch them again.
Right, so that's pretty good for let's say 31 movies.
Like
Tristan says Jamie Foxx Electro look was wild in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I did like the CGI in film. Love that first fight. Oh yeah, the fight and the fight at Times Square was awesome.
Oh
with
yeah,
with all the dubstep and dropping and stuff.
Yeah, there's stuff to like about the movie. The new suit is awesome. That fight was great.
Again,
yeah. And then he says
X-Men
2 gave a great look at Wolverine's backstory. Thought the casting for Stryker was good. Oh yeah,
I do like
Ryan Cox.
Stryker.
Yeah, Stryker was great. It's hard to live up to Magneto after the first one, but they definitely did that with Stryker.
I love the guy that played Stryker in Origins though too. So like, I mean, it's
like everyone they got for Stryker fucking nailed it.
Yeah, I have X2 at 15. I honestly feel like that's a little
still low.
Yeah, it hurts.
He said that's still disrespectful.
I mean, I'd still watch it. I mean, I don't know why everybody's hating on me.
Maybe I have it at 14. I guess I switched my my list around a little bit. That's my list, right?
Yeah. Yes, the one we're looking at right now is your list.
Yeah, I switched mine around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't realize it.
I will say the other thing about this is I'm ashamed of myself if anybody like watches my channel and knows how often I outwardly speak against companies like Disney. I'm so sick with myself that I had to resubscribe to Disney Plus to watch some of these movies. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a corporate shill now.
Yeah, I don't pay for any of that shit, so it's pretty convenient for me.
Cut that.
He's special.
He's special.
They give him everything for free.
Guys, I will say I'm glad we had this break because I shifted a few movies around. There's only one movie I watched today in preparation for this because I felt like it's been a long time. I rewatched Deadpool, the original Deadpool. That's a movie I haven't seen in a while, and it actually moved up for me, so I'm glad I rewatched that.
It's so phenomenal. Like, it was the perfect movie to bring it, like to introduce him to people.
Absolutely. And who's littered that shit?
Deadpool before that? I mean,
we didn't. There was no
I will shoot your fucking cat.
I don't really know what that means. I don't have a cat.
Then whose kitty litter did I just shit in? Anywho.
Anywho, yeah, talk about like when you talk about those Hollywood like perfect castings made for each other. That is definitely one of those. Like maybe for any superhero, you could argue fucking Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool over like Robert Downey as Iron Man over Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man or any Spider-Man. You know,
I don't.
he said, "Wow."
I don't want to say better than, but I definitely think on par with.
Okay. It's Francis, first of all.
Yeah, how dare you? Who the fuck is Francis?
Is Ajax your real name? Because it sounds super made up.
He got his name from a dish soap.
Bro, I forgot rewatching the movie that he got his whole name because of like just the pool they have at work at who's gonna die first. The Deadpool. Captain Deadpool. No, just Deadpool.
And then he says, and then Weasel says, "Drop the captain. It's cleaner."
Yeah, drop the.
Drop the.
I'm sorry, your face is haunting me.
It looks like two avocados, or it looks like two avocados face or hate fucked.
I was gonna say,
like
Mike,
to make another like uglier
topographical
avocado
map of Idaho.
There's
Utah.
One, yeah.
Or
yeah,
Utah.
your
testicle
Together, we know the whole line.
Yeah,
we are.
That was the worst reading ever. You guys are fucking fired.
Understandable.
Okay, yeah. So what the fuck are we doing? We're not even talking about Deadpool. Why do we?
No, not yet.
Because my number 10 is not Deadpool.
No, my number 10 isn't Deadpool either.
Hold on, let's do Adrian's number 10.
Yeah.
So my number 10, we just talked about it, but it is Days of Future Past.
Okay.
Made it into my top 10 list.
Wow.
Yeah, that was another one I had to rewatch recently. Of course, I rewatched that before our first live stream. But from things like, to me, this is the superior between the, people always have the First Class versus Days of Future Past. I like this one better. A lot more of it worked for me. First of all, I'm a sucker for like time travel movies. That got me. I really liked the Sentinel design. I thought they were intimidating. They were pretty badass. You didn't like
one of my least favorite parts of that movie.
Oh, you didn't like the Sentinels?
That did not get an original Sentinel.
They looked a little too much like the Destroyer from Thor, but
I thought the same thing. I remember watching that for the first time. That's what I thought they were. I was like, those aren't Sentinels. I was confused. But yeah, that's one of my least favorite parts.
Steve, you're cutting out really bad.
Yeah, you're fading in and out.
Is your mic on your headset supposed to be on your mouth?
No, but I'm gonna switch to it.
He said, I'm gonna switch to it. Yeah, but I'll just say, I personally like the Sentinel design. I think they're like intimidating bad guy. Felt very Matrix there, by the way, like them waiting till the last second. It's like when they had to switch the EMP for Neo.
Yeah.
I think Beast looks a lot better this time around. I hated his design in First Class. Absolutely hated it. I think Nicholas Hoult as Beast looks a lot better this time around. I love the whole thing with Logan traveling back. Like the dynamic of getting to see Logan actually interact with Eric and fucking Charles was awesome. I love their dynamic of him like having to lift Charles up and convince him like, he's the good man that he knows he is.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit in that movie.
He is a piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit in a lot of the movies, actually.
Yeah.
Like, including in Dark Phoenix. He's kind of a piece of shit.
I'll watch X-Men 97.
Yeah, I was gonna say people had issue sometimes with like McAvoy's portrayal as a younger Charles, but Charles is always kind of an egotistical asshole in a lot of ways. Like he knows he's better than a lot of people. He's not afraid to show it.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things I love about this movie is I know it's a little low on my list for you guys, but
yeah,
the whole scene with Quicksilver is just fucking amazing. Like that first, like that's what I wish we could have had for like the Flash or something. And I mean, they eventually did do it, but I mean, at that point, it's already been done. Fox beat you to it, guys. Like it was so phenomenally fucking done. Like it was probably the best scene in the movie to me.
Yeah.
One of.
No, to me, it's the best one.
Tristan, wish my girl Anna Paquin wasn't just in the Rogue cut of Days of Future Past. I feel like fucking poor Rogue kind of got done dirty in most of those movies.
She was kind of unbearable.
She was.
Not gonna lie, I don't really like her in X-Men 97 either, so maybe I just don't like Rogue. Maybe that's how it is.
No, listen, I know
that could be fair.
Have you watched that yet?
I
Yeah,
haven't watched it,
I
no.
am a few episodes in, and her voice is hard to get past.
It's not even just that. Just later on, just her character.
Okay, yeah, I don't know enough
she's just
about it
kind of
yet, but like I don't
kind of a scum.
Is her character
kind of
just a
like.
character? Because like I didn't really care for her in the first 3 X-Men movies either, like the originals.
Well, no, they did her very dirty in those movies. That's
Yeah.
nothing like her character.
Yeah, they just kind of turned her into like a rom-com character with Bobby.
Oh
In
yeah.
the
of actually-
in the old
boy,
actual X-Men
Damn it,
series
Bobby.
from the 90s, she's just a Southern Belle, but she's not unbearable. She's a decent character.
Yeah.
It's the new show
Yeah, no-
that they're kind of ruining.
No, I'm liking X-Men 97, but her voice is just like one of those things. She's, how you doing, darling? Like she always like that.
Oh.
fucking-
yeah, she always
It's
sounded
that
like
bad?
It's pretty thick.
She,
I might
dude,
be
she sounded
exaggerating,
like
but
that
it's thick.
before she was in the movies.
Yeah.
That's the original voice of Rogue.
Is
I
it?
was gonna say, did she sound like that in the old animated show? Because I don't remember it.
She was
Yeah,
a
I
Southern Belle.
Well, I hate it. And then he says, "Love that Wolverine said to Magneto, you're like me, you're a survivor." Hell yeah, yeah. And then my, I think one of my favorite scenes in the entire X-Men franchise is the scene where like young Charles is talking to his older self through
Yep.
like whatever you want to call it, astral projection or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah,
That
I
is
get
such-
chills at that part. every
I was
time.
gonna say, like, whoever thought like you would see fucking Patrick Stewart talking to James McAvoy? I never thought that would fucking happen. That was dope. Yeah, so I just like, and I just feel like, I don't know. I guess overall, I feel like the stakes are pretty high in the movie. You know,
Yeah.
in a good way, not in an X-Men apocalypse way that doesn't like justify its
No,
own
no.
existence.
It's a
also-
great movie.
I also like that it took Wolverine for half the movie back to Bone Claws.
Yeah,
She had to figure
Yeah.
out how to
Oh,
be
yeah.
Wolverine again.
yeah, that was dope.
So that was cool.
And this Wolverine fighting Magneto actually makes sense for the first fucking time
Yeah.
because he has bone.
Till
Why did
Magneto decides to put all those dowel rods through him and wrap him around. And
Oh,
Yeah, in
Yeah,
a way,
yeah.
I kind of like that Wolverine isn't the one to save the day as much as you guys hate.
yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence. I kind of am a fan
no.
that Wolverine
By-
wasn't the.
by that movie, Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique was much better.
Yeah.
I liked her performance better in this one, but I hate that they made her like the hero of the X-Men, like the
Yeah.
leader. Like what? Just because it's Jennifer Lawrence, pretty much. Like
See, that
No.
part didn't bother
I
me.
don't,
I just
don't
didn't
hate that
like
it's
her in
Jennifer
the first
Lawrence.
movie.
I just
no, I mean they made her a hero because of who she is. Like they're like, oh, she's fucking
Yeah.
everyone loves
Yeah,
her
they
right
changed
now.
the character.
do you
Yeah,
know what that
they
is?
did.
That's the same shit that Suicide Squad did with the fucking Will Smith. So yeah, I know, I get it.
Well,
'Cause that's my big gripe
yeah.
about that movie.
Yeah, that movie has a laundry
That's your
list of
gripe about
problems.
that movie? Yeah,
Well,
I can go
there's
on.
a shit ton of gripes I have with that movie, but that's one of my big ones.
That's
Movie's
I actually
awful.
have
I
an-
would
I-
rather watch probably about every fucking movie on this
I
list.
happen to
Yeah.
actually really love the Deadshot character, so they like fucked him up
Oh,
so bad in that movie.
I was gonna say, where's Mike going with this? I actually
no.
love.
No, Mike's obsessed.
It's number
with Deadshot.
12. It was on this list. That's what I did.
And Mike,
Sorry,
Mike,
guys, I'm out
Mike,
here.
who was your
I'm
favorite version
out.
of Deadshot of all time?
The one from Arrow.
Okay,
Why?
that's not where I thought.
Oh,
Oh, oh no! You
Not
can think
saying
you thought I was
anything.
gonna say that. No, that fucking version's terrible too. there's one episode in Smallville where Deadshot's in it. And it's fucking
Yeah.
garbage.
oh yes, Tristan. I also hate Jared Lego.
Fucking Jared Lego.
Jared Leto.
The
Tristan,
only-
I love you. I know what you
I'm-
meant.
I
The
know I'm
ab-
calling him that from now on.
The absolute only thing I will give Jared Leto's Joker is the Snyder cut
Lego.
at the end
Yeah.
when he's sitting on the car in the straitjacket. He did a much better job. If he'd have been that the
Oh,
first
yeah.
time, he would have
Well,
done
yeah,
great.
I agree with that.
So we
a lot of
we
things the Snyder cut did was a lot better, but
Yeah.
So we finally figured out why why Jared Leto held his hand over his mouth. He stepped on a Lego.
That hurt. Man, I got kids. I got kids. I get it.
It was like a laugh kind of pain, you know. All right, let's move on to Corey. What do you got for your number 10 spot? And by the way, last time we did this, you did it all your numbers on the fly. How are you feeling about your list? Is there anything you're like, I fucked up in the heat of the moment?
Nope.
Anything too high? Anything
It
too
was
low?
the
He's loving his own
heat of
opinion.
the
He's a
moment.
Yeah, listen to him. He's just like, nope, perfect.
Yep, legendary.
No, I got it. And I did do my top 10 after we were done. So I have my
Okay.
10 set.
Corey,
All right, so
drop the
kick-
mic.
All right, let's do David Letterman. Kicking
can't,
off
it's a
Corey's top 10. What do we got?
This is where I have Batman Begins.
Batman Begins.
That's fair. I had it at number 11, so
That's why earlier when Adrian said that he didn't like where your Batman Begins was, I was like, oh, mine's close to that.
Mine's right beside.
And mine's a little bit higher.
Surprisingly, you talked about my Into the Spider-Verse.
Mine's at 11, so
The Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm definitely going to be the biggest fan of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it.
We don't even really have to get into it because we will get into it when it's a little higher in your guys's.
Yeah,
because I don't have anything bad about this top 10. I really
that's
don't
what
have
I mean.
anything bad about.
Yeah, these movies are all like fucking like these movies are all nearly perfect and like in the scope of what we're doing here. These top 10 are fucking. I think for all of us we're not going to really have many issues other than little nitpicks that me and Steve like to do.
Mine right here.
Oh shit! All right, Steve's got a number 10 and he's gonna have a nitpick on it. Mike, we'll go back to you, but Steve, I mean,
That's
he just
fine.
segued so perfect.
Far From Home.
Fine. Fuck me.
Far from okay. So
And
Big just get into
actually,
the
you
top 10.
motherfuckers have the hot take because it's got a 95% audience score and a 91%
That is true.
critic score. So you
That is
guys
true.
are in the minority. So eat shit.
Well, as Billy Joe Armstrong once said, I wanna be the minority. Oh, sorry, go.
My real defense for this movie is I think the Tom Holland trilogy got a lot better once No Way Home ended. So for
Absolutely.
these movies have aged a lot better for me.
Yeah, going back and watching them now, you actually get to see his story to where he ends up. It does help.
For me, this is some of the best action scenes, and then him using spider sense to defeat Mysterio at the end. I think it's one of the best Spider-Man scenes.
The spider sense.
I thought Mysterio was. Yeah, I ain't gonna call it that though. I thought Mysterio was a great villain in terms of the MCU. I actually think he's one of the stronger villains for me personally. I don't care if he wants to get revenge on Tony Stark. I really don't care.
Fucking.
I thought Jake Gyllenhaal played that great. There were some people that are like, dude, it's Mysterio. There's no way he's gonna be a good guy. But some people were actually fooled because they're that dumb. But I thought he was great.
Hey.
Tom Holland's always great. They build on MJ and his relationship a lot better in this one.
I fully agree with that. Yes.
Yeah, I like Zendaya a lot more this time around.
Iron Man was dead, so he couldn't come save the day at all. That was like with Homecoming, like he saves the day, I think twice.
Yeah.
Where
also Zombie Iron Man is very sick.
Yeah, that was one of the best. That was the best scene in that movie.
Absolutely.
I do love that they made or Peter kind of had to build his own suit. So that was kind of nice.
Yeah. And then you have
most of the movie he still had the technology though.
Yeah.
Well, Happy just had the machine.
Yeah. And I did like that moment like Happy shared with him when they were in the ship and he's like kind of being reminded of a young Tony and just kind of like smiling at him. He's like, what?
He sees them doing the hand stuff with the computers and he's like,
right.
And I honestly wish they would have built a little bit more at the beginning of No Way Home with the ending of Far From Home because I like the way that Mysterio set him up.
Absolutely. Yeah, and then that was
I
just
honestly
kind of
don't really have any issues with Far From Home other than the fact that you could argue about it being an Iron Man villain, whatever. Other than that, I don't know.
You're okay.
I love this movie.
You're okay with Pete giving him the glasses?
Yeah, he's a fucking dumb little immature kid. He's clearly in like a bunch of self-doubt and he's all depressed and thinks he's a fucking fuck up.
It's kind of one of the themes of the movie.
Yeah.
It was only half of a Iron Man villain because Mysterio's not an Iron Man villain. He just had an Iron Man motive.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what everyone complains that. Well, he's an Iron Man villain.
So did Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah. He's a Spider-Man villain with an Iron Man motive and a Spider-Man movie.
This is a young
Spider-Man
Peter
2 wins
Parker. I'm expecting him to make dumb, silly mistakes like this because he's inexperienced and, like I said, clearly he's a lot of self-doubt in this first two movies.
He's trying to bang hookers in fucking France or whatever.
I mean, I would have done the same thing.
Not trying. He did it.
Yeah. So Steve's like, no, that's the most realistic part. I would have done that too.
Yeah.
As far from home.
As far from home.
As far as your whole thing about them not agree or people being fooled by Mysterio possibly being a good guy,
Yeah.
we're led to believe he's from an alternate universe. So
yeah, it's a multiverse.
They do
thing.
set it up where it's possible because I'm sure in an alternate
Yeah,
universe,
but like
Mysterio could be a good guy.
Yeah, it's
you know
Jake
what?
Gyllenhaal.
I was
I'm
actually, for a split second, I was on the fence.
Okay, so you're just as dumb as young Peter.
Yeah,
I definitely was never fooled. I knew Mysterio was going to be the villain of the movie, but at the beginning, I did think, okay, maybe this is another universe's Quentin Beck, but then we'll meet this universe's Quentin Beck, and they'll fight each other.
Ooh.
I thought maybe there would be two, but I knew for sure Mysterio would end up being the villain.
What if
I just
Quentin
didn't
Beck?
know which version.
What if Quentin Beck fought our planet's Beck, musical artist Beck?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I hear he's a loser.
I actually hope that he's not dead.
Is he dead?
I still have hopes that Mysterio is not dead.
Oh, Mysterio. Okay, I thought you meant Beck. I
yeah.
was gonna say, did he die?
I don't think Mysterio's dead.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he isn't.
Wait,
Guys,
so
it's
what?
comic books,
What?
nobody's dead.
So what happened to him? Like before he told everybody that Peter Parker's Spider-Man. Like how was he? How did he fall? Did he get hit with one of his drones' gunfire?
He got shot.
He got shot. Okay. And it didn't look like fatal. Maybe I don't remember the end of that movie. I remember.
I think he was shot in the stomach or something.
Didn't the Skrulls help out or something? Or were they just watching from the sidelines? The fake
Nick Fury.
The fake Nick Fury.
I think they were just keeping an eye
Fury
on
was in
Spider-Man.
space.
I'm like, what happened at the end of that movie? Like,
that was the Skrulls.
I'm like, Mysterio got decapitated. It's like, yeah, he's still alive.
Excited for that show. I can't even remember the name of it. That's how bad it was.
Was it Secret Invasion?
Yep.
Was
Secret Invasion?
It was bad.
It should have been amazing.
It should have been amazing, and it sucked.
Wait, I was so excited for that.
Are you saying something isn't amazing?
It's not.
This is bullshit.
No, it was pretty bad. It was definitely one of the worst. It might be the worst show they came out.
Well,
it's
worse than She-Hulk.
Yeah.
No, well, no.
Yeah,
okay.
no.
She-Hulk was a little worse, but because Secret Invasion at least had a couple badass moments.
Yeah, the story just sucks. Can I just spoil? You guys are gonna watch it.
I'm probably not gonna watch it now that I know it's.
They kill Hill in like what, the second episode?
Second episode, yeah.
Spoiler
Shoot her in the
alert.
stomach in the park.
Just randomly. Like, okay, I get it. Like, no, the stakes are high, but then it's just like I feel like there's no reward to that at all. There's like no payoff that she just got smoked out of nowhere.
Kids, this is a story how your Aunt Robin died.
Your Aunt Robin.
Yeah, the story sucked. The story sucked in that. It was terrible.
And even the big payoff at the end when
Nick Fury loves aliens.
The big payoff at the end when Amelia Clark had all these powers, it didn't even fucking matter.
Yeah.
It was stupid. It was a very bad.
It was bad.
Secret Invasion's one of the coolest stories in the comics, and they fucked it up.
Yeah, that's a great story.
She's from Game of Thrones, dumbass.
Yes.
Amelia Clark. Yes. Is it also true?
When Daenerys got all those powers at the end of the movie.
Porchman says the way Batman didn't kill Ra's al Ghul, or do you guys want to correct me like fucking nerds?
Ra's al Ghul?
Ra's al Ghul, and didn't save him either. Thought Liam Neeson. Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, earlier because I read it. Thought Liam Neeson was great. Batman Begins is probably my second favorite Batman. That's already a hot take right there. Movie right behind Batman Returns.
Way hot.
Woo!
My hands are on fire.
I respect the hell out of it. I love people that have different opinions. You know, how boring would it be if
it's true.
He says Jake Gyllenhaal was a great Mysterio. That first illusion fight scene with the undead arm. Yes, probably my favorite part.
It was one of the best parts, but to be completely honest with you, the biggest chills I got in the entire movie is when Spider-Man senses that drone at the end and catches it before it shoots him. Or catches back before he shoots him.
Yeah, both those
pulls his
parts
hand
are
up.
like neck and neck for me.
That like gave me chills down my spine.
Corey,
that's fucking Spider-Man, dog.
Yeah.
He said Mysterio is still alive. Corey, Stu is still alive. Scream 7, babe. Let's go.
Oh, hell yeah. And I called Gordon being alive in the Saw movies for years.
Did you?
Yes.
Are you calling Stu's alive?
Stu's alive.
Let's hear it, babe. Hey, you heard it right here.
He's coming
Corey's
back.
actually been working behind the scenes on Scream 7. Yeah, Stu's alive. And then he says they should have made Secret Invasion into a movie, not a show.
Exactly.
Thoughts?
With everyone
here's
involved.
what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. Secret Invasion should have been 2 movies like the Avengers. It was a huge story.
Yeah. It should have been everyone involved. Not
the Skrulls literally invaded all the Avengers. Like half the Avengers were actually Skrulls the whole time. And then it ended up in a big fight where they fought the Skrulls and had to save all the Avengers that were captured. And it's a huge storyline that should not have been a TV show.
So what's the Avengers they were talking about? Avengers Secret Wars. That's a different thing?
That's a different thing. Yep.
Okay.
That's going to be the new big Avengers.
Secret
movie.
Invasion means the Skrulls invaded the Avengers. Because the Skrulls can be whoever they want. So they were capturing Avengers and then becoming them. And you'd have to read the whole thing, but it deserved 2 full-length movies. It's
okay. Yeah,
I was skeptical about a show to
Secret
begin
Wars.
with.
They're probably doing the second run of Secret Wars and not the original.
Yeah.
Hey, Civil War should have also got 2 movies.
I think it was fine though. How it was.
Yeah, I like Civil War.
I like Civil War a lot.
So do I.
Fucking hate it.
I think Civil War should have got a second war.
Zemo kind of won.
No, because it's not the comics.
Civil War
was
2
nowhere
Electric
close to
Boogaloo?
the comics.
Thank you. I'm
It
saying
was
like
a- it was a wasted movie.
I'm saying like the American Civil War should get a part 2.
It is.
It's getting there.
Oh yeah, this is the 2024 election.
Yes. Nick Cage as Ghost Rider.
I heard a lot of rumors about Ryan Gosling being Ghost Rider.
I like that. I
don't know how true it is. I'm like, all right.
I've heard rumors that Norman Reedus was going to be Ghost Rider too.
He's campaigned for that for years. I don't know that there's any actual validity to that. He just wants it to happen.
I heard Marlon Brando is what I'm hearing.
Matt,
that he was already cast.
On this, the day of my fire skull. He's like, doesn't that happen every day to you though? That's true.
I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Here's my penance stare. That wasn't very intimidating.
Nick Cage would like be one of those tiny cameos. Like they already did it with what was it, Flash?
Yeah.
With the CGI Nick Cage. Nick Cage would make one of those Ghost Rider cameos. And yes, Tristan, abso-fucking-lutely Team Cage for life.
Always.
Greatest entertainer of our generation. Say Mike's shaking his head in agreement.
I just rewatched the Unbearable
Weight of Massive Talent.
Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent the other day. It
holds the fuck up, right? He said, "I'm here to tell you, it holds up, brother."
It's a phenomenal movie.
It is.
Oh, Mike, I didn't know you watched that one.
I finally watched it. Yeah.
Why have we not done an episode? Okay, well, we'll talk about that later. Hey, speaking of Mike, top 10 or number 10. What do you got?
Spider-Man from 2002. The original Spider-Man.
As much as I want to be mad, it made it into your top 10.
I think that's fair.
I'm something of a scientist myself.
That man right there is why it's in his top 10.
You know what? I came to town for God, and he told me he's a scientist, and I'm like, all right, I'm fine with it. That's all he ever says. I'm like, Mike only had it number 10, you know? I'm like, yeah, we fucking know, but can you give me some real... You're giving me as much advice as you did your fucking son that you neglected your whole life. And then Broomer quick.
I loved it. This was the first movie that I ever paid attention to.
Talk on it.
This is the first movie I ever paid attention
to.
Preach, King,
preach.
When they kept like advertising this movie, they're like, only in theaters, only in theaters, only in theaters. I'm like, does that mean it's never going to be on video? Like, do I have to go to theaters to watch this? Like, I was young and stupid, you know? I was only like 12.
Adrian and I went to see this movie in a drive-in theater and you want to hear this double feature? It was Spider-Man and Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Oo the movie.
That's a 1-2 right there.
Tell me that wasn't a sick lineup, bro.
Actually, I love the first Scooby-Doo movie.
No, I saw the
solid 3 when this movie came out.
I saw the
old as shit.
I saw the Scooby-Doo movie, and me and Corey are like, dude, there's no fucking way Spider-Man can be better than that.
It's true. But we were all loaded. We were loaded up on theater snacks and shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
You mean Scooby snacks?
Yeah, Corey. We were like, "There's no way Spider-Man's going to be better than that," and then we were right. I mean, come on, Scooby-Doo is a game changer. Yeah, nailed it.
Dude, Freddie Prinze talks all this shit on Scooby-Doo, even though it's like why he's known, other than I know what you did last summer. He's like, I would never do that again. It's like, bro, that's half your career.
Yeah, like come on.
Scooby-Doo, how he met his wife?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So
come on, buddy.
He hates.
Let's call a spade a spade. You're Shaggy and Stu.
I mean, Jesus.
I don't understand why I'd hate that. He's beloved for it.
Yeah, he's a great Fred. I mean,
he hates it.
I don't think I've liked him in anything else other than that.
Oh, does he hate? I didn't know he hated like people referring to this movie.
Yeah, like he just hated the role. He said he'd never come back to it. And he
did it twice. He must have liked it at one point.
I've seen him talk about it all the time.
I think he liked Sarah Michelle Gellar.
That's probably I mean, they have been married for a long time.
Yeah.
Hey, he went on to write for the WWE. He's fine.
Yeah. Now he's doing I think he's making his own or some shit.
Or softcore porn or something. Anyway, this comment says
what he just said. I fucking agree.
Live action Scooby-Doo Zombie Island.
Dude, hell yeah, that's the best animated Scooby-Doo movie.
That is the best animated Scooby-Doo movie. Yes, hands down.
All right,
I fully agree with that.
Fire tonight.
So Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
I don't think any Spider-Man villain has been topped for as much as the Green Goblin, except for in No Way Home when he did himself.
Where he topped himself.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think
I'm no bottom.
He's so fucking phenomenal. I think he went to an even darker place when he came back for No Way Home, and just him having that inner fight with himself, just knowing that Willem Dafoe is so capable of doing crazy, while still somehow sounding like a sincere man.
in my opinion, the first 3 Spider-Man movies, nobody did it better than Fred Molina's Doc Ock. But when they all came back for the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, Willem Dafoe nailed it. He was the best one in that movie.
I will give you that. There, actually, now that you say that, there's a reason I haven't said Spider-Man 2 yet, and it is because of Alfred Molina.
Yeah.
So,
you better not be saying it anytime soon.
I mean, to be fair, I actually like Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin more than Doc Ock, but
I mean that's fair. Anybody who says one of those two opinions, I don't disagree because
it's like either one. I think definitely. I almost said Norman Reedus. I think definitely Willem Dafoe plays better into the Sam Raimi camp for sure. He was perfect for Sam Raimi. Guy's also Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi.
I feel like Norman Reedus is. God damn it! Why do I keep saying? I feel like Willem Dafoe. I got Boondock Saints on the mind apparently.
I mean, it's great.
How good it was. I mean,
I think Willem Dafoe could be a perfect fucking. If there was, I mean, how dare me even say this, but if there was no Bruce Campbell, Willem Dafoe could have been that guy that went into the Evil Dead and
oh yeah,
the sweating faces.
The faces for sure.
He was made back off of Bruce Campbell.
I love Bruce Campbell.
The goat. That dude got naked for a fucking movie, and they're like, "Dude, your dick's way too big. We're getting someone else."
They're like, "Okay, that's fucking crazy."
He's probably blushing.
He had to get a stuntman for porn.
Bruce has no shame.
Great.
Norman's on sabbatical.
Imagine how good he felt after that.
I mean, Sandman has nothing to do really in No Way Home. Sandman really made no sense for the new movie other than pure nostalgia bait.
Quick fun fact: Thomas Hayden Church was the only actor in that entire movie that was never on set with them.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Even what's his name? The guy that plays the lizard.
Ian Grufford was on set.
That doesn't sound like the right name.
No, Ian Grufford is Mr. Fantastic.
It starts with an R, dude. I know who you're talking. I can't.
Is it Robert?
It's really weird. So it's has a Y in it.
Rice-a-Fonts.
There you go. I wanted to say Ray Fonz, who was Voldemort.
That was my next guess.
Rice-a-Fonts. Yep, there is. Yeah, I wanted to say Ray Fonz, who's a fantastic actor.
Fantastic Four, fantastic actor.
You didn't love Lizard in that movie.
Tie back to superheroes. All right, guys. So here's where I cheated a little bit, and this also means by default. All right, listen. Last time we did our list, my number 11 was No Way Home. First of all, I didn't take into account that I was trolling with Batman and Robin. So really, No Way Home would have made my top 10 if I was being honest. But I actually bumped it ahead a spot with our little break here and put it over Days of Future Past. So that means not only do I have No Way Home actually all the way up at number 9, that means Corey has No Way Home the lowest out of all of us at 11, which is very shocking to me.
Wow.
We did it.
So I did bump No Way Home up to 9. My problems stand. I don't have to go over that again. My problems stand with the movie. But still, out of these, it's all the things I was expecting. I really wanted to go in with a really fun popcorn movie. And that's exactly what this was. It's a knockout blockbuster. It's just a great time.
We got 3 Peters.
We got 3 fucking Peters. Hold on, I have it somewhere.
I have 4 here.
I have it somewhere.
What are some of the craziest villains that you guys have fought?
Seems you've met some of them.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I fought an alien made out of black goo once.
Oh, no way. I fought an alien too. On Earth and in space.
Oh.
Yeah, he was purple.
I want to fight an alien.
I want to fight an alien. I love Andrew Garfield so much.
Yes. And the redemption of Andrew Garfield in that movie is so sweet because he is the one that's shit on, and I kind of do some of the shitting on him. But he was
out of those.
He was the best in this movie.
Well, and out of those 3 actors, I like Andrew Garfield the most.
Well, he's the most talented actor.
That's fair. Yeah.
To me, because I was the only defender of the Amazing Spider-Man movies, when that movie came out, Andrew Garfield jumping out of that portal made the most. It meant the most to me.
Yeah,
it was great seeing Tobey Maguire there. Obviously, I love Tom Holland. But when Andrew Garfield jumped through there and got his redemption, and all the videos you can watch online of theaters reacting to Andrew Garfield jumping through that portal, it fucking made me tear up. I was so happy for him because he loved that character so much, and he was so shit on for no reason. And,
he really did.
Well, not
no
his
reason, fault. The movie was shit,
right? Because of Mark Webb. But that's what's the sad thing, dude. Is he wasn't just a guy that got a role. He fucking loved Spider-Man.
No,
and you have to, at the end of the day, you have to do what the fucking director says. And even if he fundamentally disagrees with Luke Skywalker, even if he fundamentally disagrees with the character, you have to do what the director fucking puts on the page.
And at the time, Andrew Garfield wasn't huge yet, so he couldn't really disagree. He kind of just had to go along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
He couldn't put his vision in there and hope the director took it.
The first one was okay. The first Amazing
Spider-Man was good too. Yeah, the second one is good too.
Why do you got to bring that negativity?
I totally agree. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is good.
You're a fraud, Spider-Man.
Did you hear him say you're a fraud, Corey? I heard that.
Oh, thank God you cut that short.
I'm not going to play the whole time.
Dude did the Kratos scream. Ding dong. When he threw that table, he sounded like Kratos from the original games.
The OG Kratos.
Yeah.
Boy.
Which is way
You're a
better.
fraud, Spider-Man.
Mike.
What?
You're being disrespectful. That's not the fucking OG Kratos.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
You're doing
here, I'll do the OG.
You're a fraud, Spider-Man.
that was definitely a lot
bad.
Kind of closer.
That wasn't bad actually.
You just gotta scream Ares now.
Hey, that's not bad.
Ares.
Yeah.
Corey, hey, that's not bad. How the hell are you doing that? Futurama the robot.
I love that.
Bender, hey, that's not bad.
How the hell are you doing that?
We do got to do another Futurama episode since I've seen the whole thing.
Since you've actually watched it.
Oh God, you watched it all.
But no way
I think
home.
of Futurama. I just think of the episode with the dog, dude.
What?
Jurassic Park.
Sad.
We don't talk about that.
It hurts.
I am shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked.
Shouldn't be. That episode's so sad.
Yeah, that's a banger. But we're gonna go past No Way Home because I did bump it up a little bit, but we talked extensively about that at the end of the last live stream. So check out all of our thoughts on that. But we still have No Way Home to talk about, I think, on Mike and Steve's list. So with that being said, let's move on. Corey, I think we're at year number 9.
This is painful for me because I wanted it to be higher, but everything above it, I just couldn't slide below it. This is where I have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, I got you. That's right. You and Steve both have this higher than Across, right?
I only have mine one movie ahead.
Yes, yours. Let me scroll down. Yours is right
These are both
here.
good movies for me. I'm not.
You don't love them.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I absolutely adore them now.
To the level that most people praise them.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people call these
when the third one comes out, all 3 might go higher.
Dude, if the third one fucking nails it, which knock on wood, I don't see them flopping it. But if the third one nails it, dude, it's you know how much the Raimi trilogy means to me, and it might be up there. I
don't know why it's this way, but in nerd movies, trilogies are so much better than just 2 really good movies. Even if you have a trilogy with a mediocre one, for some reason that trilogy is always regarded higher.
Or
than
like an okay movie and a bad movie, like The Amazing Spider-Man.
if only it could have got a third movie, it would have been.
What you meant
good.
to say, Adrian, was great and almost great.
Great. Okay.
No.
Well.
Good and wow, why did I watch that?
Yeah, Corey, I will give you great on The Amazing Spider-Man, even though I disagree. If you give me not very good on The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Not doing it.
He said I can't do it.
I will not compromise.
It's just not good, actually. Oh, they shafted old Cyclops.
Oh, poor Cyclops.
Good
Goddamn
acting
poor
for him,
James
too, I
Marsden.
thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. So Corey, you did Into the Spider-Verse. Anything you want to say, like you haven't said last stream? Because some of these have already been talked about. I know you and Steve kind of talked a little bit about Into and Across, but if there's anything you want to get out?
No, just that I like the whole team up. I like the team that he's with in the first movie a lot more.
Agree.
I love that at the end
Yeah.
of Beyond the Spider-Verse, they show them on the roof like they're back.
Yes.
So it's going to mix the best of both movies as his team in the next movie, and I'm very fucking excited for that. But the team he's with in that first movie, come on, Nick Cage, Noir Spider-Man, so fucking good. John Mulaney, one of my favorite comedians. I hate that Mike said he wasn't funny. As Spider-Ham, one of the best parts of that movie. I love
Peter B.
everything about
Parker
it.
is just great.
Mike, I like how Corey set you up. Like you said, he's not funny.
I like his one skit.
No, Mike hates John
His
Mulaney. Let's move on. He's
one
wrong,
of the best.
but-
One of the best in the stand-up game. Mike can't laugh at him.
Well, hey,
I
not
just
everybody's
don't understand.
Not everybody's for everybody. Corey
No,
hates George
fuck you.
Carlin. Let's move on. Let's move
Sorry,
on.
sorry.
Without Corey getting to defend himself. Corey hates
He's
George
all right.
Carlin.
Corey hates George Carlin.
He's all
So
right.
anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. We just keep saying, so let's move on. Let's move on.
When you have 27 specials, you're bound to have an hour's worth of good stuff.
Nah, fuck
Wow.
you. That is the most ridiculous thing since Jaws.
Jaws sucks.
Yeah,
No.
that's a terrible take. I'm sick of hearing
What?
about it.
Oh, Steve, I thought you were about to go with Corey. You're like, yeah, Jaws.
No, I love the first Jaws. I
Yeah,
don't care how old
absolutely.
it is. That shit is. I am afraid of large bodies of water. That movie's fucking terrifying, dude.
Oh, it's
That
I am too.
movie is
actually.
terrifying.
Great whites aren't even that dangerous, though.
What do you mean? You're terrified of open water, probably because subconsciously you saw this as a little kid and you didn't even think about it. Like, that
That's
movie
true,
scared the
yeah.
fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Who, me?
It's a scary
Yeah.
movie. Dude.
Oh, I know that.
It's a scary.
I know
movie.
for sure that Jaws had a big part of that, but so did Shark Tale. So
So wait, you're about to admit that Jaws had a
Yeah.
huge impact on you and you don't like the movie? Like, what do you...
That's why he doesn't like it.
that's why I don't like it.
Oh, you're scared. Oh, yeah, the bitch.
I'm a little bit.
Torchman really loves Nick Cage, doesn't he?
Corey, you're not, what does he say in anger management? You're not ready. You're not ready.
You're not ready.
Miss Fra- you're not ready.
Miss Bravo, you're not ready.
The Porch Man says live action Spider Noir series would love Nick Cage.
Absolutely.
Dude, Tristan loves Nick Cage on the level we love Nick Cage, and I love him for that.
Tristan, you know what I would like? If they did a Insomniac version of a Spider-Man Noir game set in like the
Ooh.
old 40s.
Ooh, that would be
I would love
nasty.
that.
That'd be cool.
That would be pretty bad.
Not
Because
gonna
if you-
happen, would be cool.
Since I'm such a huge fan of LA Noir, like that would be pretty badass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you played Spider-Man 2 and you used like the noir suit, even like the choppy animation and shit they
Yeah.
do in that game, it's like it would be perfect mechanics for a noir game. But like make a DLC even. Make like a 3-chapter
Oh, yeah.
DLC of noir.
And
No,
he
they're
could
gonna do Carnage DLC.
Yeah.
He could be
Yeah, for
Spider
sure.
Cop.
He is Spider-Cop,
Cop.
but in Nick Cage's voice.
I'm really excited for the Wolverine. game.
Spider-Cop!
Yeah, no, me too.
Oh hell!
I actually have a feeling the Wolverine game. I'm
Spider-Cop!
gonna like. I think I'm gonna like Wolverine better than Spider-Man.
The Wolverine game.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a
probably.
feeling
It's gonna be more
yeah.
brutal.
They're giving it the full. What do you say in game terms? The full M it deserves.
There's a bunch
Yeah.
of leaked footage of it, like gameplay wise. It's super shitty because it's like
Right.
not
I
even
am-
alpha.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely trying not to watch any of that because I don't want that spoiled for me. I'm excited.
Well, it's just gameplay, like him
Yeah.
climbing and shit. and
Well, okay,
walls
I
and,
guess
like
that's
jumping
not so-
over stuff and like.
It's just gameplay against the final boss. And then it shows you like 10 minutes of cutscene after you kill the final boss. All right, Mike.
It's called of the game, Adrian.
Okay, so
Oh,
this is going to shock you all
here we
that
go.
it's this low.
Shocker Homecoming.
Is
I have-
Deadpool 2 this
I have-
low?
I have Deadpool 2 at 9.
I hate you.
You giant thunder cunt. You giant metal cock.
Where are all the good X-Men?
Yeah, no, that's Deadpool. Mike, defend yourself, Mr. I love Deadpool. Deadpool's
It's
perfect.
not.
These should
it's
be
not-
number 1
listen,
and number 2 on my list. Defend
sim-
yourself.
It's simply that the other 8 films like above it.
Oh, here we
I
go. The
just-
classic
I think are
argument.
so much
I just
better.
like 8
That's
more.
nothing.
No, Mike, you're the Deadpool guy. Tell me why this isn't.
Yeah,
in your
let's
top
hear
5.
it.
What did it do wrong?
It's not that it did anything wrong. It's it's a lot. So we saw Deadpool, and I fucking love Deadpool. Okay, obviously, Chair.
Yes, haven't mentioned it yet. Chair.
And I love Ryan Reynolds. That's not a secret.
I don't know if that's true.
But
he's so hot.
Deadpool 2 was just so good.
Whoa.
Deadpool
There's a
2
hot
was
take.
just Deadpool 2 was just so similar to Deadpool that it was like I loved it. There was fresh jokes, but it was the exact same feel as the first Deadpool.
That's
So
the
Mike,
reason
Mike,
why it was lower on
Mike,
mine.
this is your classic like comedy sequel problem.
Yeah, except I actually love this. Like that's the
Well,
little
yeah.
bit of the difference. But
You
you know,
hypocrite.
yeah.
Hey, I really liked Hangover
a lot
2,
of it.
but it wasn't as good as the first
Well, you
one.
know
Mike's,
what? You know what?
Mike's like
Action
it's pretty much
comedies-
the same jokes hashed over, which
Well,
I
it
hate,
wasn't.
but I love.
There wasn't the same jokes. It had the
I
same
agree.
feel. There was a lot of different jokes.
I'm just trying to make you look bad. Okay.
Fuck you.
Adrian, I'm so pissed at Mike right now. Can you
Yeah.
please put mine at number 8?
What is a ridiculous ranking for this movie, Corey? Number 8.
I love that.
See, now Corey, I'm fine with that.
I love. Yeah, I love that Ryan
Meanwhile,
Reynolds
mine's
voiced
at
the
fucking
Juggernaut.
14.
I don't understand.
Mine's like
the Porchman saying that he wasn't a huge fan of the Juggernaut in this was kind of weird because the whole I'm the Juggernaut bitch thing is not canon to the comics. That's them
my
doing.
Juggernaut.
That was them playing off of the memes that were made
Juggernaut?
about the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut we got in Deadpool 2 was absolutely comic book accurate.
Yeah.
Like I just and I of course love the fourth wall break from Deadpool.
Cable?
or
What
the
were your
Juggernaut.
thoughts on Cable?
I love Cable.
Loved Cable.
I think it's my biggest complaint about this movie was Fire Fist.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
I
made that very clear that he fucking sucked.
If they had a better character for that, or if they had a better, nothing against the actor.
Here's the thing. Here's what I'll say. If he hadn't been the main antagonist.
Yeah.
Now, he was a good character. I think he was funny. The stupid things he was doing were hilarious. If he was a side character. But the fact that he was supposed to be the main antagonist that was being stopped, don't care for that.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
This movie is when they assemble the X-Force.
Yes.
best part in the
Honey Bear.
movie.
I was
Sugar
only
Bear.
yelling for their benefit. I would never hurt you, Sugar Bear.
What the hell's the guy's name?
Peter.
Peter.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's the goat. I fucking love.
He's
Am I
back
being
for
cat- am I
he's
being
back for the third
catfished,
one.
or-
Peter.
He's back for the third
And
one.
Brad
Dom-
Pitt being in the movie
Yeah,
is also great.
Domino
Yeah, of
was
course.
absolutely phenomenal. I think they picked the perfect person to play Domino.
Zazie Beetz is great, man.
Josh Brolin as Cable was excellent. There
thought it
really
was good.
wasn't. I didn't have a major issue with this movie. Even the stuff with Russell, his real name, I didn't hate it. It's just without him, it would have been better.
Yeah.
Look out for Cable. 5'8", very short, not like in the comics. I love that. I love that line so much.
I mean,
Here's
when
what I'm
he's
wondering.
I love it. I'm going to rip you in half. He's like, that's such a Juggernaut thing to say.
You guys think going into Deadpool 3, what, in like 2 months? Do you guys think that it's going to be the best one?
Yes, actually, I do.
It has the potential to either be the best one or they throw
war.
too much in it and it's the worst.
I think right now Marvel has
I'm
too
very
much
scared.
writing. I think
Or
Marvel
it
has too
could
much
be in the
writing on
middle.
this movie.
Those are great.
Or it could be right down the middle.
I truly think that Marvel has too much writing on this movie for it to be bad.
Steve, it's either going to be
You're
good,
right.
it's going to be bad, or it's going to to be okay.
I think
Wow,
It's definitely
I
gonna be
never
one of
thought of
those.
it like that.
here's what I
That's why you have a YouTube channel. You really break it down.
think.
I think it's going to be
based-
the best, so that's why I was asking. That's my.
I think I 100%
It's gonna be one or two.
I want it to be the best, but it scares me. But what I do know is going off what Mike just said, Kevin Feige had a real look into himself when Phase 4 came through, realized that it was a little weaker than the other phases, and he
little.
did sit down and decide. Actually, they just put out a press conference the other day that said they're going to stick to 2 movies and 2 series per year. They're not going any further than that,
This is
which I like.
Great decision. Great
for
decision.
me. I think this is going to be the No Way Home of the.
Yes, I think
of
this is going to
Deadpool.
be.
I think it's
this
going to
is-
be a lot of nostalgia fan service.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
For
I
sure.
think it's
Fine,
going to
as
be
long
to
as they do it
fix. I think it's going to be to fix the Marvel universe.
I mean, we're getting Pyro back for no.
They're
who asked
doing
for that, but it's
essentially-
cool.
They're doing essentially
all
in this
right.
movie. They're doing essentially in this movie what what they did in Days of Future Past to fix the X-Men universe.
Yeah,
because they fucked that up so bad that they had to do Days of Future Past to bring back all the characters that shouldn't be dead.
Yes.
So the thing that I will say is I think the chemistry, obviously, that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman already have before they even did this movie, that alone I think is going to make this movie so fucking good.
The quips,
like this movie could be so shitty that their chemistry alone, their banter, is gonna save it from being a bad movie.
Exactly what I was gonna say. The quips and the banter between them is going to make it worth it. Even if the movie around it isn't great, their parts together are probably going to make it very good.
I like that's called Deadpool and Wolverine too. So they straight just let us know like this is like we got a buddy cop. Fucking.
Did you see the recent trailer?
Yeah,
like we actually got to see Wolverine instead of like the teaser trailer where we only got to see the shadow of his fucking head and the claws.
Yeah, he says the fuck word.
Yeah, actually, they say the F word quite a bit.
I'm not like super familiar with the villain, and
it's
might be a little sexist.
It's Professor X's sister.
Yeah, I know who it is, but like I've never like seen anything like.
Was it Casanova?
Casanova, yeah.
Cassandra Nova.
Yeah.
It'll be lots of fan service. I can't wait. We have another No Way Home on our hands.
Yes, I love.
Absolutely.
I mean, TVA's involved. I like that.
Yes,
they're gonna do some cool stuff with that.
No, I'm totally for the record. I'm not saying that in a negative way. It's like if there's anyone that can get away with that, it's totally Deadpool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes, that's true.
I mean, the little bit between Blind Al and Deadpool at the end of the last trailer we got, where like she's like, "Do you want to do some cocaine?" And he's like, "No, Kevin Feige said that was the only thing that was off limits."
Yes, but I can't.
Do you want to build a snowboat? Yes, but I can't.
She keeps going through all the slang for it. He has a list of all of them. You can't get away with it.
Yeah, they know them all. They know them all.
It was just so fucking good.
Yeah. All right, so Mike hates Deadpool too. Steve.
Yep, true.
This is where
Number 9.
This is where I have First Class.
Okay, First Class.
I'm good with that. I fucking love that movie.
So you and I had each other's opposite X-Men in the top like 10 and 9 because I had First Class a little bit lower. Days of Future. Where did you put Days of Future Past on your list? Let me.
I haven't said it.
Oh shit! Never mind. Good. Proceed. I love you.
I love both of these. I just rewatched them before we did the first live stream. For me, the reason I like this movie so much was just I just liked. I love origin stories, so definitely biased.
Me too.
I just like seeing like Charles and Eric like build their relationship and then slowly watching it, unravel at the end. And like just kind of seeing like Xavier at the beginning of this, like help everyone out and figure out like how to control their powers and stuff. Like I just really like
my
that.
Grandfather planted that tree when he was 5 years old. I used to swing from the branches of it myself. I think that was probably my favorite tree.
I thought Shaw was a good villain. I thought I liked most characters in this. I can see why people don't like Mystique for sure.
I liked her in the first one.
Like I said earlier, my biggest gripe with this movie is with Darwin. I absolutely hate that scene.
Emma Frost was wasted.
Yeah. She was.
That's
fair. January Jones. Oh, and I'm trying to think. Steve, you mentioned it earlier, Darwin. You said something about like, wouldn't it piss off fans less? Because like people are like, well, you have to put Darwin in there. That's why they put him in and killed him off. Wouldn't it piss off fans less though to just not include the character than to do him such a disservice like that?
Yeah, probably. He just shouldn't have been involved. They could have easily added some other obscure fucking mutant, Like,
put in that mutant whose only ability is he can blow himself up one time. Put him in there. Bailey Hoskins, I think is his name.
There's no need for Darwin to be in this. Or like I said, they should have done a end credit scene where it like shows him come back of some
materializing back into place.
Yeah.
So you wanted them to pull. You wanted them to pull our Origins, where Deadpool comes back in the end credit scene and goes, "Shh! Oh, they didn't sew his mouth shut. That'll fix it."
No, it's terrible.
Kevin Bacon was fantastic.
Oh, he's great. He's actually a really good villain.
Dude, I've always Kevin Bacon just has that look of a villain. Like, I know, just make him a villain in fucking everything, dude. He'll be fantastic.
Even in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, he's kind of a villain.
Do you know what? Do you know what he's a villain in? That's a slept-on superhero movie. Is Super with Rainn Wilson.
Oh yeah,
he's the main villain in that movie. It's so good.
I swear to God, when you said that, I was thinking superhero movie with Drake Bell.
I thought he was going to say R.I.P.D. and I was like, that's a
no. He's bad in that.
That's a bad thing.
Everybody's bad in that.
Mike's like, you're wrong, and I hate you.
I mean, that's a Ryan Reynolds movie.
You're a gross, grotesque. What is it?
Yeah,
you're wrong, and you're a grotesquely ugly freak. Thanks.
Yeah,
thanks.
Thanks. By the way, he kind of sounds like James McAvoy.
He does.
Yeah.
Probably
is that
both
like
British? Jesus.
Is that? I was gonna say, is that nationalist by saying like all British people sound alike?
Yeah, because there's like different dialects in different areas.
There are, just like in America.
Yeah.
Okay. So did we all get? Oh, Corey got his number 8 because he was shitting on Mike, and then said, "Might as well put it up." All right. So going into my number 8 is Across the Spider-Verse.
Nice.
I fucking enjoyed this movie quite a bit.
So while you're at it, you might as well put my number 7 on there as Across the Spider-Verse.
Beautiful.
I know we haven't done my 8 yet, but it's fine.
Yeah, I love when we have some parody like this. Across the Spider-Verse. Okay, yeah. So I obviously, unlike Corey and Steve, I have Across a lot higher than I have Into. Actually, I don't know. I like the further development of Spider-Gwen. I love her as much as I love Miles as a main character. I love the animation style in her world. I kind of wanted to spend even more time in that. It was like
watercolors. It was beautiful.
It was great. And like as like it got brighter, like the relationship between her and her father, like it got lighter around them, and everything got more into focus. And it's just like the drama, the dilemma of like her own father like holding a gun up to her and trying to put her under arrest is fucking heartbreaking. Like that's the way the movie opens, is like her own father. He's been looking for this fucking criminal the whole time, or the whole movie, and it's his own daughter. Like just that feeling would be the worst thing ever.
Adrian, move it up on my list.
You
talked me into it.
Yeah, you talked me into it, and I fucking love.
Well, that was another easy adventure for Spider-Man.
Our future. I'm gonna take everything from you, like you took everything from me. What? See you back home, Spider-Man.
Was that Slender Man?
I was literally just watching it. I wasn't even.
that
movie's good.
Of course, like, oh, I forgot you're on a live stream. Like, oh yeah, what are we doing? Yeah, that.
Adrian, why did you?
That is, I made that one a little extra long because that is quite literally maybe my favorite sequence of both of those Spider-Verse movies. It's just so fucking like unnerving. You know how much like we love horror and shit, and there's just something so fucking. It literally creeped me out watching that scene.
The tones and the sounds of like squishing and
like it's so fucking.
The music in both of those movies is just so fucking brilliantly done.
It's so good,
and like the art style, which was something nice and refreshing from what we've been getting from anything in animation.
Yeah,
like it just these movies. I don't understand. Like, why can't Sony do that with their live action?
Right? Why is their animation team so good at not only fucking animating but also creating great stories?
Because I would love for a live action Spider-Gwen movie, but I don't fucking want Sony to do it.
No.
No.
As much as they've crushed like animated Spider-Gwen.
Guys, they still have a chance with Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah.
That's already got delayed. That's a great sign.
Can I leave the stream? Like, is that a?
That's gonna be.
Oh wait,
Tom
Corey. Kraven the Hunter. Aaron Taylor Johnson was in The Fall Guy, which I just saw with Ryan Gosling, which was directed by David Leitch, who made Deadpool 2.
Hey, we're back.
Full circle. Full circle.
Who also directed Bullet Train that Aaron Taylor Johnson was also in.
Yep. I like that movie.
What do we think here?
Fucking random.
I would be okay with Emma Stone as Spider-Gwen. I like Emma Stone.
I love Emma Stone. She is one of my all-time Hollywood crushes. I love everything about her. But she might be getting a little old to be Spider-Gwen.
You're getting a little old to be Spider-Gwen.
Thank you.
True.
I am.
True, Corey.
Also, Mike, I'm about the same age as Emma Stone, so you're probably right.
Yeah. Corey, 2000 Corey, prime beefcake, but 2024 Corey, he's a Corey in decline, as Mac would say.
I'm going downhill real fast, guys.
I think the popular pick probably right now would be Sydney Sweeney. Probably.
Yes,
Spider-Gwen.
Perfect for it.
She already did Madam Web, like in the spider suit. Like that would probably be the fan cast right now, Sydney Sweeney.
I like it.
Yeah.
But she couldn't wear an outfit because everyone wants to see her boobs.
It could be Anna Taylor-Joy.
Look at Steve's face just lit up. He's like, yeah. She'd have an entire costume.
Ain't wrong.
This would just be open.
You're
like, come on. Now we're
wrong.
trying too hard.
It'll be just be they'll just cast her as Black Cat.
They already had a Nun movie where they're fucking like having her in.
I want Black Cat in the MCU. Like in this
Sydney Sweeney would be a good Black Cat as well.
She would.
You'd be
her tits are always out. I mean, it's perfect cast.
And it would totally make more sense for her cleavage situation.
I'm trying to take her serious, but I can't take her serious with those big fat boobies.
I like how she plays into it. Like, most of my fans are men. I don't know why that is.
Yeah. Okay.
Tristan says, I like Kevin Bacon in a film called Cop Car. He was a good villain there. Corey, Mike, look it up. Is it a bad movie? We'll put it in our bad movies. Cop Car.
Research department.
Oh, God. An hour later.
No, I got it.
And then he says, Russell Crowe better be the villain of Kraven the Hunter, but I think Kraven the Hunter film will flop because of the constant delays.
Here's what I want.
Delays are usually a bad sign.
Here's what I want. I want Russell Crowe to be Kraven's dad. I don't want him to be the villain, honestly. Unless his dad is
I thought he was Kraven's dad.
Is he?
I thought, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what I want. Anyway.
That's the problem. He was more Kraven than Kraven.
Boys.
Okay, then if they make Russell Crowe his dad and he's the villain, I'm fine with it.
I have bad news.
I think he is. I think he might be
Cop Car is a 6.3.
Oh, damn. All right, Tristan. Well, I guess I'll check it out on my own accord, not in a bad movie episode, because it doesn't qualify.
Maybe we'll do a Kevin Bacon spotlight one of these days.
What year is that from? Cop Car.
2015.
Mike, maybe we'll do one of our double features of Cop Car and Cadillac. That's a deep cut for culture shock.
Fuck it. Let's throw in Let's Be Cops.
Yeah, fuck it.
Now, see that I'm down for.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
All right. So we did
underrated movie.
Corey, number 7. That's right?
Zeben.
Wait, Corey's already done. Oh, that's right, because you said you might as well put yours on there. Well, let's get everybody current. So, Mike, let's do your 8 since we skipped over that one.
Did Steven do his 8?
I haven't done my 8. You can do yours.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, you're on the list first.
Well, my 8, which I believe has been talked about a little bit, is Spider-Man No Way Home.
No Way Home. All right. Yeah, so you have it higher on your list than me. I have it higher on my list than Court. That's still blowing my fucking mind.
Yeah, because remember when we first went to talk about this movie, I think I was the one shitting on it the most.
Yeah, you had a headache. Corey hates No Way Home.
I did have a headache.
Corey hates No Way Home the same way Mike hates Deadpool.
I learned not to watch movies when I have a headache because I'll just hate them.
Yeah, if Mike has a headache, I ain't taking him to a movie.
It could be like the fucking biggest masterpiece ever. It's like, this movie fucking sucks.
Mike, so I think what we established with No Way Home is your biggest problem is just how did he get an apartment?
That is really.
How did he get
talk about that? Can we talk about that?
Can we talk about that?
Like
that's all Mike ever wants to talk about with this movie.
Nobody
Mike's
knows
like, I swear I love the movie, but all I want to do is
doesn't exist. He doesn't exist. So where does he get the fucking paperwork to get an apartment?
Especially in fucking Manhattan. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. He does. That's a big plot hole.
Yeah.
Just
what do you think about that, Spider-Man? Well, also, an actual plot hole that we talked about is how the fuck how does Electro get through? Because Electro in the Amazing Spider-Man timeline doesn't know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and they only pulled in people that knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man. So, like, how did...
the only thing I could come up with when we were doing that episode, and I still think it's probably what it is when he was going through the system, like, because he can go through the system and learn things. He must have learned it in the system somewhere.
Oh, you mean like when he was going through like Oscorp files and
like
shit?
when he was going through Oscorp files,
Listen.
and he possibly went through some of Tony Stark's stuff. I think he just figured it out.
Yeah, so because he
Or
was
not
with
Tony Stark, like Shield and stuff.
yeah, because he was with Dane DeHaan, but that was before Dane DeHaan even knew who Spider-Man was, so that wouldn't make sense.
That's feasible. Listen, that movie is so garbage that I didn't pay that much attention to that part.
No Way Home?
No.
Oh.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, okay.
Corey's gonna get mad when we keep talking trash about that movie.
You can't talk trash about a masterpiece, bro. Man's on
That movie.
You want forgiveness? Get religion.
Speaking of masterpieces,
want forgiveness.
Like anything else? Is there anything else you genuinely want to add to our No Way Home that we've talked about, or?
I mean,
how did he get
overall, it's a really fun movie. Like lots of fan service that we expect Deadpool and Wolverine to be. Loved seeing all the characters come back. Loved Willem Dafoe's, Green Goblin.
Yes.
Much better than the first movie, shockingly. And even that cringe line that I thought that I heard in the trailers that I thought I was going to hate actually worked. The whole "Let's Scooby do this" shit. I thought I was going to hate that line.
Mike, debunked by Steve's brother. Wait, Mike, Peter Parker exists, but all memories of him are forgotten. No one knows he is Spider-Man. Peter Parker would still exist and have a social security number.
That doesn't make sense, though, because what's her face forgets that he's Peter Parker. She doesn't even know who he is. She would know who he is.
Oh, so if Peter Parker still existed, Zendaya would know.
That's
true. Mary Jane would still know who he is. She
this is fun.
He asked for Peter Parker to be forgotten, I thought.
Yeah, he didn't ask for Spider-Man to be forgotten.
He didn't
Spider-Man
ask for
still
Spider-Man
exists.
to be
It's
forgotten.
Peter Parker that was asked to be
Yeah, what do you think of that, Chad? Not on the stream.
Chad.
Good thing you're not here. You'd have been aloe vera'd. Is that going to work? Can I use that?
Wait, burn?
Yeah, that's it.
Isn't that the heal? It shouldn't
need aloe vera.
There you go. You're gonna need some aloe.
You're gonna need some. Yeah.
Okay,
great.
Take that
Or as you know, or as Kelso would just say, "Burn."
Burn. All right, so yeah, I think we've talked ad nauseum about No Way Home, and we'll talk about it. Oh wait, hold on. Chad says he exists in the world though, but the memories of him being in school would not exist. So Peter Parker exists, but
no one knows him.
Nobody knows. So he's just like pretty much a dude like coming to America that nobody knows. He has like a number.
He's a dude
like,
playing another dude.
Playing another dude. My unit.
Yeah, I essentially think what they're saying is
all right. Okay.
I thought that everyone knew. Wait, I thought that everyone that knew Peter Parker would forget who he was, but he still existed.
I'm just trying. Did he already have those files? Because how did he get them? His aunt doesn't know who he is. Like that's
his aunt's dead.
Yeah, his aunt's dead as fuck.
It's true. She died. I forgot.
But when he's standing next to Happy at the gravestone, Happy doesn't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just trying to figure out how he got the paperwork because
he snuck
in.
Spider-Man, bitch.
He's smart enough. Maybe he kept on to it. So
everyone who knew him would not know him. His aunt is dead.
You're dead.
Thank you, Chad. His aunt is very dead.
I honestly think it all could have been fixed if his wish was just that everybody who knew he was Spider-Man no longer knows he's Spider-Man.
That would have made more sense.
It would have fixed everything.
He wanted a fresh start because he didn't want to fucking drag MJ into it.
Yeah, you're probably right. He probably did that on purpose.
He knew what needed to be done.
Yeah.
I do believe
in that moment he became a man.
Exactly.
At the time,
now he's a man. A man.
I do believe that at the time when they
me
did
too.
That,
if it's Marissa Tomei, me too, man.
Oh, me too. Just watch The Wrestler. You're welcome.
Yeah, it actually doesn't even have to be Aunt May's story. It could just be Marissa Tomei. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
I think at the time Sony and Marvel's agreement was starting to run out on the whole Spider-Man thing. So I think the whole like let's forget who Peter Parker even is kind of thing was a cop out in case they couldn't come to another agreement.
See, I don't think that's even full.
No, the ending alone showed me that they were like, yeah, we're bringing this motherfucker back.
I don't think for 1 second Kevin Feige would have bowed down like that and copped out with something like that. I don't think so.
I do love how that ends, like him making his own suit and him jumping out the fucking window. Like that's fucking Spider-Man right there. That's badass.
I would have been honestly happy if it ended that way. Like I said, it it does help my enjoyment of the trilogy as a whole. Definitely with that ending. Like I want to see more of it, but I would have been happy with the ending at like kind of his beginning.
I'm quite pissed that when he jumped out the window and swung away, we didn't see Hawkeye, and in Hawkeye we didn't see Spider-Man.
I think in Hawkeye we should have seen Spider-Man.
Yes. Yeah, I think one of those two things should have happened.
Oh, thoughts? Do you think Topher Grace will have a cameo in Venom 3?
I mean,
I think he'll have a cameo coming up somewhere.
Are they trying to ruin Venom even more? Like, because Venom 2 wasn't that good.
Yeah, Venom 2 sucked. Venom 1 was okay, and Venom 3 is probably.
You're trash, Brock.
I really enjoyed Venom 1. More so than a lot of people.
I wouldn't say I really enjoy it.
I thought it was about as middle of the pack as you can go.
Yeah,
it's heavy, Doc.
I really enjoyed the the banter between Eddie and Venom. Like it made the movie for me.
Yeah.
But the second one was just kind of
stupid.
It was
Venom,
what the fuck.
Venom,
stupid.
The symbiote of Venom is a little too playful.
Yeah.
You think so? Well, maybe
he separates himself and goes to a fucking club, bro.
Goes to a rave.
Yeah, that was fucking.
You're
talking about the second one? Yeah,
that is the sequel. Yeah.
No, he's that campy and silly the whole time, though. Even in the first movie, he's like that. And like, I also don't like that they made him the runt of the symbiotes. Like, he's supposed to be.
Yeah, like he was bullied back in his planet
the only person who was bigger than him in the comics was Riot, and he was the big dumb like, duh. He was basically the bodyguard dumbass.
Fuck this guy.
Yes, that is the only fucking good thing.
I'm not saying there aren't bad good things.
That's the only good part.
Yeah, I actually dislike that movie. That's like the one good moment.
Yeah. I just think that's bottom of this fucking list.
Yeah, Venom's another one that would be near the bottom of this list for sure.
Yeah.
Can we not torture ourselves and put ourselves through like the Sony verse?
Yeah, let's go. Let's all watch Madam Web together.
Can we do that?
Oh god!
Let's just do that for a live stream.
Can we watch Madam Web?
Wait a second.
Stream?
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen
it either.
Wait a second. Isn't Sydney Sweeney in that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. I'll watch it. I bet it's fucking awesome. What a guy say on the internet now? Oh, I know at least two big reasons to watch it.
There's got to be at least two reasons.
Her brain
to watch
and her
movie.
humor.
Exactly.
Clearly.
Feminism.
And then I can think of 10 reasons not to watch it. They all deal with Dakota Fanning.
Feminist. Steve, number 8.
Deadpool.
The original.
Yep.
Mike, thoughts?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
That's way too low.
A good enough fun.
The
All right, Steve, explain yourself. I know you love it. It's in your top 10, obviously. We've established these movies we love.
I guess like for me, in terms of like a lot of these movies ahead of it, I just think like the plot and like stakes are like much higher and like you know, where like Deadpool, it's just kind of like a silly fucking action movie. That's what it is.
If your favorite movies aren't silly fun boy movies, Deadpool's
I love Deadpool. And I love Deadpool, but it's like I prefer something with a little more to it, you know?
A little more substance.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Like you know, Deadpool's like can't die and just is a makes fucking jokes and cuts people up. Like that's Deadpool, and
that's
it's
Deadpool.
great. But I don't know.
He's very one note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Note.
Tristan says, like, did they forget that the symbiote kills the organs of Eddie like they said in Venom 1? What happened to that? And that Venom has to find the right host in Venom 2. He just goes from guy to guy. Yeah, they kind of dropped a lot of.
Well, no, I thought in Venom 1 Eddie was the perfect host. That's why he wasn't destroying his organs.
Well, that's okay. For you mean your answer for his symbiote part?
But yeah, he's right. In 2, he does just jump from guy to guy. It's weird.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's how the symbiote found Eddie to begin with, didn't it? Like in the first movie, it was traveling from person to person.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it learned and did it faster this time. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't really have anything negative to say about Deadpool 1. I thought the villain was fine enough. The action's great. The comedy's great.
Fuck it. I mean, the guy they got to play Colossus is fucking perfect.
Yes.
The intro scene is like just phenomenal. Deadpool.
Yes. You cock up. That's not nice.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Yeah, for me, it's not anything bad that puts it this low. It's just that, like I said, it's a silly little action movie.
All right, all right. I redact my fuck you.
You don't feel the stakes as much in this. It's like just a little more silly.
It's just a silly, fun movie.
Right. It's just like that rated R. Let's go for it.
I did my list
Let's
based
fuck
off
around.
I did my list based off of which one would I watch first.
Yeah, that's fair. I think for the most part, I went for rewatchability over most things. Yeah, like a lot of the little things in Deadpool get me. Like just this moment right here, I put.
This is about that poker game. I told Howie. I told him at that. Look, just take whatever you want. Thanks.
Thanks.
Like, he wasn't even there to rob. Thanks. It's little shit like that gives me the biggest laughs in that movie. It's just like, and then later he's like, and by the way, I'm keeping the wallet. You basically gave it to me.
Yeah, you're not gonna find a movie funnier, that's for sure.
Right.
List.
The Adam West Batman film in 1960. Tristan, we talked about that.
That more.
Yeah, we talked about that in the last live stream. We decided to cut that and Mask of the Phantasm for the Deadpool movies. So
I will say
the Batman film would probably be pretty low for me, Corey, and Steve. I don't know how Mike feels about it.
I really enjoy it for the campiness and stupid that it is. But it would not be anywhere high on my list for sure. Like that's no.
So it's old. It's one of those things that's old and does not get a pass for me. It's like
Porch, we'll say your biggest defender amongst this group would be Mike, but it still probably wouldn't be terribly high.
There was so many orgies happening behind the scenes of that. I mean,
I know.
Don't get me wrong. Okay, here's what I will say in defense of the people who do love this movie. I don't get it. Fuck that movie. Okay, we can move on.
Here's what I will say. You're wrong and you're a
grotesquely ugly freak.
All right, so where are we at? Are we at Steve's 7? Did we get everyone else's 7?
No,
we
didn't get yours. We didn't get your 2. You only got my 7 because it was Across the Spider-Verse.
Yep. All right, so I guess we can go back up to me. And my number 7, speaking of, is Deadpool.
Oh, what the fuck? You know what? I respect that a lot more than 8.
Hey, it almost, yeah. Now that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Don't worry about that. That's fine.
That's fine. Yeah. It's a great time. Like it's just I like how they incorporated his origin story, kind of the back and forth between
I love
current
that.
day
That was
and
very nice.
past. Yeah, I thought that was a unique way to do things, keep it interesting. Ryan Reynolds, like we talked about, is just absolutely fucking perfect for this role. Chef's kiss. If there ever was one, Robert Downey Jr. and him should have been in a movie together because they're perfect for their roles.
That would have been that'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't know how the Iron Man and Deadpool works in comics, but they should have been.
I mean, Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. said that if the story was correct, like he says, I don't know how they would do it, but he did say that he wasn't against coming back if they.
Yeah, because he wants a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, for sure. If we could get Wolverine, Deadpool, we're almost there. If I could get Wolverine, Deadpool, and fucking Hem back, in the same movie, that's fan service that I would be 1,000% on board for.
Robert Downey Jr. doesn't need it though. He just wanted for Oppenheimer. I mean, he's
now I'm seeing rumors about the Chris Evans coming back and actually doing a show about the Infinity Stone shit that people have been asking.
Yeah, I want that.
Me too, but I'm saying
I would love
people are.
I think they need to do it as a 6-episode arc where each episode is a stone, and at the end of it, he ends up with Peggy.
Yeah. I would have loved to see Chris Evans, Captain America, with Ryan Reynolds Deadpool, because in the comics,
it'd be funny.
They're actually really good friends. That's one of Deadpool's few Avengers that actually like him, which is weird because Captain America is so against swearing and shit.
Yeah, he would be my last guess for someone that would get along.
Yeah, they're really close friends.
Deadpool's real. He doesn't fucking lie.
Yeah,
Captain America respects that shit.
It's such a weird pairing, but it's great in the comics.
Yeah, sometimes opposites attract.
And I'm attracted, baby.
That's America's ass.
That is America's ass.
That's America's ass.
Corey, what do you got for number 7?
This is where I have Spider-Man 2.
Oh my god. Even at 7, that fucking breaks my heart.
I couldn't put it above any of the other ones I got here. Couldn't do it.
Did you say Deadpool 2 yet?
No, he
Yeah.
hasn't.
Okay,
you have?
thank God.
Oh yeah. You put it
Like,
in.
all right.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
He said, did he say Deadpool 3? Because if he has that fucking movie above Spider-Man 2. Oh.
That's fair.
Okay, I don't know what to do with this information.
Sit on it. Let me know how you feel.
I mean, 7 seems like it doesn't even seem like an insult.
If you
but
want to wait,
it kind of is.
wait till another.
Is this your highest Spider-Man? Or you got one more.
I do not.
Ooh.
This is your highest Spider-Man.
This is my highest Spider-Man.
Totally checks out that Spider-Man 2 is your highest, but
Spider-Man hater. Okay.
Hey,
no Spider-Man's in
Actually,
his top
Spider-Man's
5.
my favorite superhero.
I'd say check your list, bitch. I don't think it is.
This is crazy.
I think I judge Spider-Man more harshly because of it.
Yeah, as Chris Jericho once said, "Shut up, bitch."
That's the Rock.
you should have made the list.
Shut up,
Yeah,
bitch! You're my new best friend.
Really? Are we going to the zoo? I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Fuck it. I'll talk about it later when I get to it. But I don't know what to say.
We can wait. We can wait to talk about it.
Yeah, it's
till it
fine.
comes
I know
up.
it's higher on your guys. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about it when it comes up later.
Fuck.
Ah,
I'm literally shell shocked right now.
No, we're not talking about the turtles.
I wish we were.
That's what I want. I want a
we
game
can do
like
that.
Spider-Man or like Batman, but
For the turtles?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
That'd be pretty badass.
That would be cool. Where you switch
What?
between them.
Yep.
Well, I think
the Grand Theft Auto 5 system where you.
Yep. Exactly. Just like that.
I think
Let's-
so far
let's
I
do it.
have my top 10 opinion that I hate.
And then
But,
you can also like switch between them and like have them come with you, like mid-fight.
Oh, that would be
Yeah,
sick.
that'd be
You like team moves and shit.
Why
too.
don't they do a Ninja Turtles Rockstar game?
That'd be brutal.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
good
end of
with
my
it.
thoughts on that.
You know they already made they're already making that rated R game with the Last Ronin. I'm pretty sure that's got to be rated R.
Apparently they're making a movie too. I think they're doing a movie and a game.
Hopefully it works out because like I badly want to see the turtles in rated R.
Yeah.
As
Oh,
they
yeah,
were
the last
meant-
one-
as they were
Maybe
meant
seeing
to be.
Yeah, the last Ronin movie is definitely happening, rated R. So yeah, we'll see. I'm nervous. I'm nervously, cautiously optimistic about that one for sure. Corey, I hate you. Steve, what's your number
That's fine.
7?
Spider-Man.
The OG.
Yes, sir.
Spider-Man.
I argued with myself for a long time about Spider-Man 1 and 2 because I just like Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin that much.
Oh, so you kind of have that argument in your mind sometimes Spider-Man over Spider-Man 2?
I originally did, and then I rewatched them. I thought about it, and I just think 2 builds on everything that 1 did kind of perfectly. So I just think it's definitely it's just a little bit better of a movie. So.
And Steve, how old were you when Spider-Man came out?
If it came out in 2002, I was 3.
He said 3.
3 years old.
I was born today. It's my birthday, actually.
Oh, happy birthday!
Oh shit!
Steve.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Oh, I feel bad
that's
for
weird.
on you.
Wait, dude, I got something for you. Holy fuck, I feel so bad. There you go. Happy birthday, buddy. I went out of my way to do that for you, so I hope you
It's
appreciate
the
it.
least we could do.
It's literally the least we can do.
I don't feel bad no more.
Literally.
Spider-Man 1 and 2 are just like so great. It sucks that the third one fucking is
So good.
because I think 1 and 2 are just like for me in terms of superhero movies. I think these are top notch. I don't
As far as the fucking influence they had on you, like for
Yeah.
this, for superhero movies.
And I give Tobey Maguire shit because I think that he's a 35-year-old man in high school, and
I mean,
I don't love his Spider-Man, but it don't matter because I just
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
just like me. I don't like. I think Christian Bale's Batman is overrated as fuck. But
What the hell did you just say?
Fuck.
these are so good. That,
Steve keeps putting up hot takes, so I just keep hitting him with what?
a lot of people think Christian Bale's Batman sucks. That's that's actually a very popular opinion. I'm in so many
I don't know.
Facebook pages that talk shit on him.
I found
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
one of my favorite actors there.
That's Bruce Wayne.
Gary
What if-
Cole, he's a very good
Yes.
one of the things that I just saw recently is that all the fans, a shit ton of fans voted Ben Affleck's Batman to be the worst, and I'm like,
That's
what?
bullshit.
I'm like, get the fuck
Crazy
out.
part is, I think his Bruce Wayne and his Batman
Yeah.
are both good.
Yeah,
I loved
that's
that.
some like.
Wait, they
People
voted
are
him as
just
the
so
worst?
ready. Yeah, they're just so ready to hate on anything Zack Snyder.
Somebody's got to get stabbed. Somebody's got to get stabbed.
I mean, I don't blame
Okay.
them for that, but
Who voted for this shit? Ben Affleck.
I don't know. I saw the
haters.com?
poll. I saw the poll.
And I will say Zack Snyder has started off great in Hollywood. For me, he's he's plummeted.
Yeah.
And now you talk about his Rebel Moon movies. I hope you guys can watch Rebel Moon Part 2. Holy
do we
fuck.
think, not to try to give him any excuses, but do we think the suicide of one of his children might have had something to do with that?
Yeah,
Well,
it does not give
that's
him
why
any
he made the
excuse for his
Suicide
terrible
Squad. Oh,
movies.
it wasn't him.
This got a little too real.
I'll go there right now. No excuse.
Oh, seriously, guys, if you're feeling suicidal, please don't.
Listen, Mike.
Please don't
here's
make Rebel
Mike,
Moon Part
here's
1 or
the
2.
yeah. Here's the difference between a good director and a great director. If Christopher Nolan thought killing one of his kids meant he would be better at directing, he would say,
Okay, kill him.
"That's a real director."
And then he'd make Tenet. I'll be like, what the fuck is going on?
And then
Or he'd make Dunkirk, and I would actually want to kill myself.
Don't fucking get me started on Dunkirk. Jesus
Dude.
Christ.
Ugh! My
Wait,
least
Mike.
favorite movie experience ever was Dunkirk.
Such a shit movie.
I've seen
Wait,
a lot
really?
of shitty horror movies.
Yeah, remember I hated Dunkirk.
No, I'm
I
talking
hate
about Steve.
Dunkirk.
He said his
Yeah.
worst ever movie
Listen,
experience
Yeah,
was Tenet.
Steve,
My
didn't you say that your
ex-girlfriend wanted to
girlfriend
watch it.
asked you to? when
Yes,
it was
because
over?
Harry
Oh, yeah.
Styles was in it. And I literally looked over at her like mid-movie and was like, I hope this movie's
Steve.
almost over.
Steve, just let me adore you.
Like,
Is that Harry
dude,
Styles?
it's boring as
No
fuck.
idea.
Listen.
Does he sing that? I tried to make a reference.
Steve,
Just
Steve,
let
if
me
I get you
adore
some watermelon sugar, are you going to be high?
I have strawberry watermelon prime.
So you're already halfway there.
Doesn't have a lot of
Paul.
sugar.
Oh, guys, by the way, Steve and his brother Chad are total Paul shills with their prime.
They are.
Steve
yeah.
says when he grows up, he wants to be like Logan Paul.
I mean, a millionaire.
Oh.
WWE star.
Actually, I do too.
Make
That's
fun
true.
of people killing themselves in Chinese woods or whatever. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, we just made fun of somebody killing themselves.
Exactly. It seems like, you know what?
Dude.
I'm gonna become the next
Hey,
Logan
do you know?
Paul.
Do you
I'm
know what
prepared.
Zack Snyder said to his kid?
Seriously, guys, dial 988 if you're feeling suicidal.
That's fucked up. We're live, right? Cut that. Mike, you want to give him the hotline?
Yeah, 988.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, that's about as good a time to move on as fucking any.
Spider-Man 1. It's fucking
Yes.
great. There you go. I don't even have anything negative to say about it.
fucking
Kirsten Dunst is a bitch.
Yeah, and actually,
yeah.
she's getting worse. Like, I'm tired of listening to her say shit about no shit. It was 2002. Shut up.
I love
She
how off the
sucks.
rails this is going. Chris,
give
Chris
shit.
Nuts is a badge fucker.
I give shit to Tobey Maguire, but I don't care. He's still great.
yeah.
Fucking, you know what? I almost don't even want to watch Small Soldiers ever again because she's in that.
No,
fucking
you
movie.
have to.
Oh.
That movie's
I love that movie.
Oh, Small Soldiers.
Yeah.
Wait, is
Oh,
that
yeah.
the toy? No, fuck.
Yeah.
That's the one
Yeah,
I'm
Small
talking about.
Soldiers of the Toys.
Because I know there's toy soldiers and there's small
Yeah.
soldiers.
Fuck,
Small
what's that
Soldiers
guy-
is the movie with
What's
Tommy
that
Lee
guy's
Jones.
name? I'm pissed.
Why wouldn't they call
Chip
toy
Hazard. Let's go.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Major Chip Hazard.
Let's go.
I mean,
God damn it. We talk about that movie all the time.
I prefer.
no, I don't know why
I
we haven't
prefer-
done an episode.
I
yet.
prefer Archer, leader of the Gorgonites.
Leader of the Gorgonites. Actually, I would prefer if we do that movie soon so we can just stop talking about it.
Then you'll never stop talking about
We
it.
just
Is
do that
there
movie
Spider-Man 1 time?
Yeah, or maybe I'll rewatch it and I'll be like, hey, no, I won't. All right, guys. We are in the honorable mention of our top 5, the runner-up.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Hell no.
What?
Batman Begins.
Oh, I forgot you haven't said Batman Begins.
Batman Begins.
Yeah,
okay,
I am definitely the favorite on Batman Begins, it looks like, out of this group. Corey, have you already said it? Everyone already said it?
I had it at 10, I think.
I had it at
And
11.
I had it at 11.
Okay, it almost made my top 5. Yeah, like Steve said earlier about, I can't remember what movie, maybe
Origin
about Batman
story?
Begins. I'm a sucker for origin stories.
I said it about Spider-Man and First Class and Batman Begins.
Yes.
And Deadpool.
Yes. I'm a sucker for origin stories. I am a total Christopher Nolan shill. I won't even deny that. I think the dude is fucking flawless, other than Dunkirk and Tenet. We don't talk about those.
Okay. Well, at least you said both, because if you wouldn't have said Dunkirk, I would have been.
To me, the dude has made 10 out of his 12 movies have been near fucking perfect.
I would rather watch Tenet before I ever fucking watch Dunkirk ever.
And when you're batting 5 out of 6, like 10 out of 12 movies, if you're batting 83% of your movies that I think are fucking near masterpieces, you're doing really good. I will say his first movie, The Following, it was low budget. It's not a masterpiece.
You can't really count the first movie.
Yeah, you can't count that against him. Other than Dunkirk and
movie,
Tenet.
Memento. Yeah, great.
Absolute fucking banger.
Great.
I mean, nothing for me beats the Prestige and Oppenheimer.
All great. I'm not even going to fight you against any of his Batman movies, even The Dark Knight Rises that we all had a little bit lower here. Still, overall, a fucking enjoyable movie. Yeah, it's still a movie.
My favorite part was this death, though. What's her name?
Talia al Ghul, bad actress.
How did they watch that? They were like, "Yep."
That's the thing, though. She's not a bad actor. She's in a bunch of Nolan movies, and they
too bad you will die.
Yeah, too bad you will die.
Adrian, how do you not have any Batman fucking clips?
But no, I resent that because she is not a bad actress at all.
Well,
no, you don't have any Christian Bale screaming like a moron.
It feels like they did 50 takes of that, and Nolan literally used the worst one for some reason.
Where's Rachel? I just don't think she understood who she was.
Where's Rachel?
I think she didn't understand who she was supposed to be.
Nah, probably not.
Yeah, well, I don't
Talia al
even.
Ghul is a cool fucking character.
Yeah, like I said,
she didn't not 1 inch of Talia al Ghul, nothing. No.
Where's the trigger? Where is it? You never give it to an ordinary citizen. Where is it?
I know you're not
but we have next, like a lot.
Sorry, dude, but it's aged terribly.
What, his voice?
Yeah, it's bad. It's straight up bad to me.
I know it's hockey bad.
That's how good that's how you know how good the movie is when I talk about it way later.
Yeah,
it's dumb.
Like I said, in that first one, in Batman Begins, his voice isn't that bad.
No, it's not that
like
bad.
you can understand it. He does do a little growl to it, but it's not. It's like
I love Scarecrow.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy's amazing.
One of my favorite things about those movies is how he always does the Batman voice, even around people that know he's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
he's still like, so where's he going? It's like, you can just talk, dude. Like, I'm Rachel. I know you're Bruce.
One of Pete Holmes's Batmans even played on that. He calls Alfred at the end of the one thing and says, "Bring the car." And he goes, "What do you mean? Who is this? Who else has this number?" He's talking to Alfred in the voice on the phone.
I just, like that voice. I know what happened is somebody said something to him about it. They're like, "Hey, we really like what you did with the voice there." So naturally, when somebody, I don't know if you guys are like this, but if somebody tells you they like something, you suddenly are like, "Oh yeah, I could really do that," and then you fucking just kill it, like in a bad way.
It's like the person that it's like the person that gets a few laughs and then they keep the bit running too long because people laugh at first, and it's like, dude, it's not funny anymore.
Like five years later, they're still telling the same joke, and people are like,
and that's Christian Bale's voice. It's like, dude,
it was funny.
Okay
it was funny once,
time?
maybe twice. Now it's just dumb. Stop.
I'm not wearing.
Like calling Michael Myers a fat pussy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, such a fat pussy.
He is. It's true.
God damn it! If there's one thing I've always said about Michael Myers.
Why do you think he just walks everywhere? He never runs.
Fat pussy.
He gets beat up by a high schooler.
His cardio game's weak.
Evil dies tonight. Evil.
Why do you still?
He gets
have
beat
that?
up. Okay, he gets beat up by a high school. He gets beat up by a high schooler who just previously got beaten up by
by band kids. By band kids.
Ooh, guys, we'll get on here one night and talk for 2 hours just about Halloween ends.
I'd rather not.
I will watch. I will watch it just.
I would rather become Zack Snyder's child.
Mike, while we're moving on with our list, can you do me a favor and look up Halloween Ends?
He means dead, everybody.
See if it qualifies for a bad movie.
Yeah.
Halloween Ends might actually not even qualify for a bad movie.
There's
people might.
There's idiots.
It does. It's a 5.
Ooh, Corey, we could talk about Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
Maybe this Halloween.
Oh, I'm excited.
Hey, you need to come play the Halloween board game.
Yeah. Steve, you need to join us for our Halloween Ends.
God damn it, I don't want to do this, but let's do it.
But let's do it.
If I want to
I'm game. I'm excited.
You said I'm gay.
Mike, that means
all right now.
Congratulations, Mike.
Mike, we're gonna have you join us, which means we need you to watch Halloween 1, Halloween 2018, Kills and Ends.
Oh,
got it.
Just first two are good, and then you're like,
First two
oh,
are good.
my.
First
Actually,
two, Mike, after you watch the first two, you're gonna be like, "There's no way it could get bad from here."
Mike, actually watch Halloween 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rob Zombie 1, Rob Zombie 2.
And watch Halloween 3. Master.
And watch Halloween 3.
Okay.
You know what? Just watch Halloween 3. Is Michael in it? No, but
he's not.
Can I just watch Jason X
fucking
again?
Dr. Chalice is in it. Yeah. Dr. fucking Chalice is in it.
And he fought.
Corey, I know how much Corey loved Dr. Chalice. Corey hated him.
He's such a douchebag.
I just want to watch Jason X again.
You
pass.
You pass. Dr. Chalice fucks. That's
in between each movie. Just watch.
He's like one of the only logical freaking protagonists in a horror movie like ever, dude. Like,
Justice for Halloween 3, baby.
So smart. Like everything he does is like logical. I'm like, wow, this guy.
He kidnaps a woman.
Everything he does is magic.
Corey, listen, Dr. Chalice was fucking fembots way before Austin Powers.
That's true. That's very true.
He's just like,
do I make you horny,
ripping
baby?
them out and shit.
Right. Do I make you horny? Corey, number 6.
All right, you guys can stop now. This is where I have Batman 89.
Wow. You haven't said Batman 89 yet. Yep. Holy fuck. Number 6.
I love Michael Keaton Batman, but goddamn.
Corey.
Excuse me, you're talking to me from the right.
You're lucky it's that low, all right?
Corey, why don't you tell us why you want to bend down and give this movie a blowjob?
First of all, I do bend down and give this movie a blowjob.
With the old rusty trombone.
I will admit, most of it's nostalgia.
Yeah.
But
actually, I don't think I've ever been in this room.
Because a lot of the actors in this movie are awful as fuck.
Yep.
They're bad.
They're bad.
Billy D. Williams does not belong in this movie.
What are you talking about? Lando Calrissian totally belongs in this movie.
The actor who plays Gordon, I don't remember his name, but he's fucking bad.
He's bad in all of them.
But goddamn it, if I didn't watch this movie when I was a kid and fall in love with Batman, so
I'll tell you what,
it holds a special place in my heart. A lot of it is nostalgia. Don't get me wrong. I love Michael Keaton, always have, and Jack Nicholson's Joker. I love it. I think it's fucking phenomenal, and he's like crazy unhinged.
Where's Jack on your Jokers?
Jack on my Jokers. Am I including animated?
Jack on my Jokers.
Including animated. Jack, can you please Jack on my joke?
including animated. He's my third. Under Mark Hamill and Heath Ledger.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then right after him is
Jared Leto.
Yeah, I almost went with it.
Mike, you almost got him to say it.
He son of a bitch.
Okay, kill him.
Joaquin Phoenix is what I was trying to.
Joaquin Phoenix, yes. Mike, that was actually smooth. Corey was like, yes. Jared, no,
no, not Jared Lego.
Guys, it's Morbin time.
Lego Mayor Jared. Wait a minute.
It's Morbin time, baby. Wow,
I haven't even watched that.
Listen, there's some old school people. Maybe Phil will watch this back in the future and appreciate the hell of where you put Batman 89.
Listen, what I will say,
Adam was Batman.
What I will say, great about Batman 89 is Jack Nicholson's Joker is absolutely phenomenal.
Do we like his version of Gangster Joker?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
And I love his
movie
dance,
very well.
His dance through the museum. Oh my
god.
Yes.
Oh, he's very Joker-like. Yeah. I mean, he fucking nails the role. I do. For that alone, I'm not going to hate you for having it so high, but it definitely isn't that high.
I don't fucking care.
Yeah, fuck you, Corey. I hate you for having it that high now.
Fuck you, come at me, bro.
That was a very Rick and Morty exchange there.
Yeah.
My pick is definitely Spider-Man 2 still.
Oh, jeez, Mike.
As far as my ranking, I hate so far in our top 10, it's still Corey's Spider-Man 2. I don't say I hate this one.
X-Men
I get it.
X-Men 2?
Yeah,
Wait,
for you.
They're still ragging how low
That's
you
the
have
worst take.
That's not in the top 10.
Okay, Steve's talking about worst take overalls. Yeah, I might agree with that. Yeah. We'll talk about.
I mean, this Batman was
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
It's true.
I don't know why.
Considering the playoffs aren't happening anymore.
Because
up for your Lakers.
Did you guys? Fuck.
He said, "I'm a Bulls fan, so I get it."
I was gonna say something else, but now I can't because I'm depressed.
I'm
I'm gonna go call 988. I'll be right back.
But
Probably.
yeah, you guys are all excited. The Timberwolves went up 2-0 against the Nuggets, and now it's 2-2 again.
Hey, they're the defending champs for a reason, fuckers. Mike,
some big slow white guy.
All right, what do we got? Number 6.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, you haven't said that yet. Into the Spider-Verse.
Damn, grapefruit in this movie, huh?
He's a grapefruit in this movie.
I love them. They're
All
so
of you
fucking
do.
good.
I get it.
They're just I already talked about it when we talked about Across. I love the new animation style. It brought something fresh. The music fucking if anybody's ever talked to me enough to know, music really gets me into anything. Like, so if the music's fucking banging,
snails,
yeah, snails. No,
damn it, I don't have it.
like that scene is so terrible, but I love it because of the fucking score. Like, I love music so much. So like when the music's good and the fucking movie and the script is good, it's just like it's that fucking perfect. It's the perfect trifecta.
It's like the Batman playing the same 2 songs over and over again. Fucking top notch.
I mean, hey, though, it worked.
Boom.
And I'm not even a Nirvana fan, and it worked.
Yeah.
Something in my ass.
That is the sound you'd make.
That's
right.
That's true. Something in my ass. I mean, oh no.
At least tell me you've seen the video. You've heard the song, right?
Yeah, you shared it with us after we recorded the last time.
Yeah.
I
Great.
I think I left.
Oh, dude. I'll go send it in there again. At some point.
Again.
It's so fucking funny.
Again.
I'm looking it up right now.
And another one.
Oh,
So, Mike, did this movie, do you remember watching it back in the day? Like your first time watching this, first of all, was it a theater movie? Was it an at-home movie?
It was at home.
When did you did it catch you by surprise how much you liked it?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna hate it.
Yeah,
honestly, because I only watched it
Me
because
too.
of my kids. I only watched it because of my kids. They really wanted to watch it. And I'm like, all right, we'll watch this fucking movie. And I'm like, the moment it
I
started,
saw in theaters night one.
As it was going, I'm like gripping my seat. I'm like, oh, this is really good. What is
I
this?
saw it the first week.
It's nice.
You're equally. You're looking over at your kids, and you're equally invested in the movie.
Yeah, like I think I watched it when we watched it the
More.
first time, I think I watched it more than they did.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm usually
I will say, after we got that movie, our youngest ran around the house for probably a good year singing "Sunflower."
Yeah,
good year.
Was that? That
Is that the Post Malone one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. My buddy from Nepal.
Great,
my buddy from Nepal at the casino. He barely knows American music, but he's like, "Oh, I love Sunflower." He always talks about
Dude,
Sunflower
I'm
because of that movie.
I'm fucking obsessed with Post Malone.
Yeah, I like Post Malone a lot myself.
Yeah, he's definitely fucking evolved.
I could go drive down to Co-Fair and fucking see him down there, though.
That's what's beautiful about Post Malone.
Let me wait until about 3 a.m. and I'll see him down.
He's every fucking meth head in every small town.
And yet somehow he's so nice.
That's what gives the rest of us hope.
That's
oh, dude, that's all. Oh, dude, congratulations. That's awesome. All right, Steve, number 6. What do you got?
Days of Future Past.
Oh, beautiful.
Shit.
That's
Finally
even way higher
goes
than
up.
mine. All right. What did you love? Oh, fuck. I don't think Corey, have you said Days of Future Past? I don't want to spoil anything, but oh shit. Okay, good, Steve. Sorry.
I know you guys kind of talked about it, but for me, in terms of X-Men movies, I think this is the best.
Where does Steve have it?
Number 6.
Yeah, go ahead and put it at my 5.
Oh shit. Top 5. Let's go, baby.
I just like how this movie kind of blended the original trilogy with the new X-Men movies. Once again, we get Hugh Jackman Wolverine, but he isn't the sole hero. I like that they, he was the only one that could be sent back, but he wasn't the sole savior, which they seemed to make him in the original trilogy. It was kind of his show the entire time.
Would have been called Logan and the X-Men.
I like seeing him with young Charles Xavier and Magneto. Once again, dude, Fassbender, Magneto, he steals the show in every one of these movies for me.
Everyone, dude.
He's the best part.
Yep. That's why Magneto's one of my favorite Marvel villains between Fassbender and McKellen. They're both fucking incredible.
As you said earlier, the scene where he speaks to Patrick Stewart version, I love that scene. I just think the whole ending in general, where Magneto just like lifts the whole fucking stadium up and just goes ape shit, is great.
And also, Fassbender, like, he tried to play more like this was the movie he found out he was going to be working with fucking Ian McKellen. So he tried to tune his Magneto. This is where he started to try to make it more like McKellen's. And that comes through in the performance. Like, I love him in both, in the First Class and this. But this one is definitely more Ian McKellen. And I love like, he did such a good job, like, emulating a younger version of him.
I honestly liked every character.
He's great, dude. The way he says, Charles.
Like Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix, the only reason to watch them is because of Magneto.
Absolutely.
It's the only way I sat through that shit.
I think out of the four of us, I didn't hate Dark Phoenix as much as you guys did. I understand.
I like Apocalypse. Dark Phoenix is hard to get through.
I don't know.
I don't like Apocalypse, but it was like I can deal with it. Dark Phoenix was like this is ass. But I like in Days of Future Past too. Like honestly, when it got to the end of the movie, like I wasn't sure if they were gonna win. I was like, they might actually they might just be fucked.
Yeah.
And I think the ending was perfect. This should have been the last X-Men movie, and they shouldn't have touched. They shouldn't have touched it after this.
I made that note that this would be like a perfect.
This was the perfect ending.
For, like, and then you make Apocalypse, and if you're gonna make that movie, you have to justify its existence, and they didn't do that.
Yeah, and that's like it. Kind of hurts this movie a little bit for me because the dumpster fire we get after. But like the ending, this was perfect with him waking up and him being in the school again and shit. And like I love that like Professor X knows, and he's like, we have so much to talk about. Like I just loved like that. I thought that was a perfect ending.
They knew that fucking they messed up The Last Stand so much that they had to completely retcon it.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. All right, I'm really happy for the love we're getting in Days of Future Past.
Well, it's great. So
absolutely. So that's your favorite like whole X-Men movie.
Yeah.
And I guess based on what I have left, I would agree with you. And I think Corey as well.
Yeah, I had it at 5.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. Has anybody not done their number 6?
No,
Mike here. All right. So we're getting into our top 5. Corey's already done his because it collaborated with Steve's a little bit. All right. So let me do my number 5, and then I got to take a quick pee after we talk about it real quick. So breaking in the top 5, I'm the first one to say it. You guys know what it is?
Logan.
Oh, no shit.
It's my 4.
It's your 4?
It's also my 4.
Okay. Well, I'll put it.
It's also my 4.
Is it really?
You swear to God.
That's incredible. Logan. Oh, wait. Mike's number 4 as well. Logan. And Steve's 4. Logan. Yeah, guys, we are in the fucking, like, we are literally in the cream of the crop here. Like, these are perfect fucking
We're in
movies.
the end game now.
Yeah, we're in the end game now.
That wasn't on this list, or it'd be much higher.
But Logan, I remember very specifically going to see this movie with the whole FedEx crew. We went and all got some fucking Mexican food before. We had some margaritas.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Me and my buddy fucking smoked some weed on the way to the theater, even though our boss was going to be there, and we were so high. And I remember thinking, like, just being paranoid, but I'm like, dude, I think this movie's fucking awesome, but also am I going to get fired? But then it turns out our boss was high too, and we smoked together. So it was a great time to be had by all.
And it was awesome.
I think it's the first movie that actually like hit me, like emotionally.
Oh, it was so fucking good.
I think this is the first movie
movies.
that got me.
This was one of those movies where instantly seeing the first trailer, I was like, I'm in. Like you had the Johnny Cash playing the Hurt.
Yep.
You saw that this was going to be a different kind of movie.
I watched the trailer about 1,000 times.
We had a crazy Charles Xavier.
Yeah. Something intrigued me so much about it. Yeah. And just the idea of Charles, like how fucking dark it is that Charles killed all the mutants just with his brain. Like it's fucked up. Like it's dark. It's more depressing, which I love.
Yeah.
You had the introduction of what's her name? Is X-23 in this one?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Daphne Keane plays
She
X-23.
was fucking awesome. That girl was awesome. she should definitely be in more X-Men stuff going forward.
She is going to be in Deadpool 3 or Deadpool and Wolverine.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
She's
Yeah,
already
but I
cast.
mean, you guys will talk about it. It's just fucking. It's heavily, it's heavily emotional. It's more of a personal story with just Logan and Charles.
Yeah.
There's tragedy. There's kind of like the semblance of Logan growing up and becoming a father figure. It's rated fucking a hard R, and that was apparent early when he was decapitating motherfuckers.
Yes.
That first group he fights beside his
In the
limo.
parking lot. Yeah, dude. Like right away,
I have
I'm
a
like,
question.
I'm gonna love this fucking movie.
I have a question for you guys. Do you think Logan would have got the hard R if Deadpool hadn't come out and been so successful?
It played a big part in it. I remember reading that Deadpool's success definitely led to Logan getting the R.
Yeah, I think
I think they could have fought for Logan to be R either way, but
Yeah.
it definitely helped that Deadpool was so successful.
Yeah, R is a scary place to go for a superhero franchise. So
Yeah, it is.
Well, then that's us. I mean, I know the Blade movies were the original first ever rated R superhero movies.
Right.
But I mean, Deadpool was the first actual like majorly successful one. It was like
Hey,
number
man,
one
I
worldwide.
think you're downplaying Blade a little bit. It fucking
It wasn't number one worldwide though.
kicked off the superhero fucking boom when it comes to
I'm pretty
superhero
sure
movies.
financially Kick-Ass did pretty good too.
Did it?
And that was before Logan.
Without Blade, we probably
Yeah.
wouldn't have any of this shit.
Yeah, but a lot of people didn't realize that Blade was Marvel.
All right,
unless you're a major
well,
fan.
that's
No.
well, that's because the Blade movies were pretty dark, so people didn't associate them with Marvel.
Not the first Marvel movie though. 1986 Howard
Guys,
the Duck.
guys,
Howard
we
the Duck,
got a
baby.
weirdo. We got a weirdo in our comments.
There's a Punisher movie at some point with
check
Dolph
him out.
Lundgren, wherever that was.
Oh, you're not talking about fucking Warzone, are you?
No, I'm talking about the one that came before fucking Blade with Dolph Lundgren. That was like in the the 90s.
Are you
Chad,
fucking
you
serious?
motherfucker.
Why don't I? Yeah, get this guy out of the fucking comments. Get him out of here.
He said this stream is getting wild. Hard R means something else. Chad, I'm not sure what you mean, so if you could private message me.
1989, The Punisher, Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to watch that.
They weren't allowed
What's
to
the
use-
rating?
I don't think they were allowed to use the Marvel stuff though.
26% on Rotten Tomatoes.
They had to
Hey.
they had to like work around it. He
I mean, he
kind of
worked-
dressed like Punisher and
Corey,
He wearing a
first,
trench coat, good enough.
yeah.
Corey,
Hey,
first,
guys.
who's the most underrated actor of all time? Oh, Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph
Yes,
Lundgren.
why? Well, because of his big muscles and his hair.
Guys,
Exactly.
we could do the Dolph Lundgren Punisher as a bad movie.
The Dolph Lundgren.
There you go.
I've never seen
5.6.
that, so
Let's
Me
not.
neither. Why
he said let's
not?
not. I've never seen it, so it would be a
He
first
looks
time for
sweet.
me.
Yeah, it's Dolph
Yeah.
Lundgren. Come
No,
on.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, guys,
I'd like to point out Logan
Yeah,
also
keep
had
going.
my boy Stephen Merchant in it. I love him. He doesn't get much love in America, so anytime I see him in anything, love it.
I love this the synopsis for this. It says Frank Castle begins with Frank Castle as a respected police officer dedicated to eradicating the mafia's influence. That is, until the mob responds with a lethal car bomb that decimates Castle's family. Like, why they have to say it like
Damn.
they got decimated?
That's so disrespectful. Can't say when this family's tragically killed. So they
Yeah.
decimated.
Decimate.
And then he
Kevin
pissed
Smith-
on their
You're
pissed
the
on their
off-
ashes.
You're
Him
the
and his family
officer
got shit on.
You're the officer that comes and tells him in the hospital, sir, your family's been decimated.
Yeah. Sir, I don't know how to tell you this, but your family's fucking been decimated.
Yeah, your family.
I'm telling you, there's not even pieces left.
You're not even gonna. You're not even gonna find the
Oh,
ashes.
fuck.
We
This
found
is bad.
we found a deer vagina. The other guys.
12 scratched off lottery tickets, no winners.
All right, go take a piss.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's do that. Are you guys going to talk about more about Logan, or do you guys want to do one of yours while I? Let's go to Mike's five. Let's talk about Mike's five, and then
I'm waiting for. If you're gonna take a piss, we're not doing.
I'll
my
say
five.
my number 5.
Okay.
It's No Way Home.
No way home.
All right.
All right. Well, you guys can talk about that if you want. If not, go to Mike's number 5. I will be right back. 30 seconds.
Okay.
Hey, now
So-
Adrian's gone. He's a fucking fat pussy.
I
He
mean, that's
definitely is.
true, but I can still hear you.
I know that's the joke.
Damn it.
He uses the hard R all the time.
It's true. I've heard him do it on many occasions. You know how many times we have to edit it out? Jesus Christ.
I know, it's so bad.
I can't believe he keeps it contained during the live streams. But to get serious about Logan for a minute, the only negative I can even say about this whole movie is the de-aging of Hugh Jackman to be the other version of him, and he doesn't talk. Like, it's a little weird, but I accept it because he's brutal Wolverine.
Yeah, I didn't love the villain like that, like him. I do love the scene where Professor X thinks it's Logan, though.
Yeah,
And
yes.
Because I was not expecting that at all.
No.
Like, when that first happened, I was like, holy fuck.
It's devastating. The whole
That's one of the movies that almost hit me twice. Like,
yeah,
that whole movie is devastating. Like, every time he starts to lose his mind, or he has episodes, and Wolverine's the only one that'll take care of him. It almost like, because Professor X is the one that took Logan in the first place when he was having his issues. The fact that Logan came around as hard I almost said hard R as he is, as hard ass as he is, realizes that's the man who took him in. It's basically his dad. I got to take care of this guy. I'm the only one who can survive his mind, so I have to take care of him.
yeah, I think
it's kind of a beautiful story.
I think this is the first movie where, like, a lot of time, like, like, look over and talk to whoever I'm with watching the movie. I think this is that movie where I stayed glued on the screen and was like, no one needs to see me in pain. I must just watch this movie.
And I'm glad that they already said that in Deadpool 3 they're not taking that back. They're not bringing him back out of that grave. He's still dead in this universe in 20 whatever it was, 2029 or whatever. So I like that because I didn't want them to bring him back, even though in the comics they bring back Wolverine all the fucking time.
Yeah,
I do
constantly being brought back.
I love his death scene because, like, if you've been following Wolverine throughout all the X-Men movies, he's been trying to kill himself for how fucking long? Like, he's probably like sweet release for him. And
well, yeah, they mentioned that in the Wolverine, like, because he's like,
yeah,
you want to die, like, let me,
Well, and I love that in the Deadpool Wolverine trailer, like when Deadpool threatens to shoot him in the head, he fucking gets that grin and he like leans into the gun. Like, I love that they still kept that. Like, he wants to die. He's tired of living. Like, I don't blame him. I can imagine, like, fucking Jesus, how long has he been living for?
Yeah, that'd be a rough life.
Stupid.
Yeah,
Thanks,
let me
Adrian.
watch everyone I love die. Yep.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awful.
Wolverine.
So,
No wonder
but
he's
yeah,
an asshole.
It's a great death scene, just a great ending to such an iconic character and an iconic actor to play the character.
Oh God, yeah. When she put the fucking X on his grave, tears.
And Daphne Keane, really, she was a great child
Nailed
actress.
it.
Yeah,
she's very good.
Oh yeah, when she got mad and she was fucking people up, that was
she
amazing.
is.
I thought she was
Also, I just want to say, scares the shit out of me because she looks just like my stepdaughter used to. Like, they looked exactly the same.
Really?
When that movie came out, they looked identical.
She scared you.
I made a collage of
You're like,
those
"Oh,
two
God."
beside each other. And holy shit, it scared me a little bit.
She's like, why do you
We
keep
tried
moving
talking
away
her.
from me?
We tried talking her into going as X-23 for Halloween that year, and she just didn't care. I was like,
Aw.
damn it.
Damn, missed a golden opportunity.
Yeah. And now
Yeah,
I'm not proud. Now I'm not proud of her anymore. So
Right. And I disowned her.
Yeah.
No.
I no
but
longer
that-
have anything to do with her.
The actress was fucking incredible, and that's coming from somebody who is probably a little bit too harsh to a lot of child actors, more than I should be. I don't like a lot of.
Sometimes they really suck.
He loves.
Yeah, I
he
don't
loves
like
the greatest. He loves the greatest of all time, Macaulay Culkin. But that's about it.
Yeah, Haley Joel Osment. Haley Joel Osment, right? But Haley Joel
how dare
Osment.
you?
Yeah, I like the classics like Jake Lloyd.
Yippee!
Yippee! That poor kid.
Now
It
this
wasn't
is
his fault.
pod racing.
It wasn't his fault that George Lucas
Also,
tried to save his fucking life.
reason for No Way Home being in my 5th spot. Daredevil's in it.
That helps.
Here we go.
That's it. That's all I
Here
have
we
to say.
go.
Dude,
I had to bring it
when the
once, and this
cane
was the
came down, I
perfect
was in theaters.
opportunity.
Yeah,
almost-
Adrian,
I
have you
almost
watched
cried.
Daredevil yet?
Haven't seen it, but I am watching X-Men '97 and Fallout, which probably pisses Steve off more that I'm watching.
Yeah, I personally don't think either are better than Daredevil.
I personally think Fallout's a good choice.
Hey guys,
it is. I just don't think it's as good as Daredevil.
No,
Yeah,
but it's more
opposites.
current and.
Yeah, listen, two things can be true at once. You can love
Adrian,
Fallout.
Adrian's never gonna watch Daredevil. I keep trying.
I think it's literally way more his style, though. That's the thing.
It is.
You know, that's the worst part. Is I would probably love Daredevil.
And there's a lot,
campy and like jokey and kind of stupid because that's
and there's a lot coming up with Daredevil, and it will be current soon. So,
but I can't
somehow
it can't be better than the fucking Ben Affleck movie, though.
We should watch that.
Obviously, not.
I rewatched that like 3 years ago, and my God, I wanted.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like 3 days
ago.
Zack
Snyder. I wanted to be Zack Snyder's child.
Somehow I talked Adrian into watching New Girl. So I mean, anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
This made me watch New Mutants, and I can tell you why.
Steve, this is for you. Oh man! All right.
Watch Daredevil.
Yeah, he said what I'm trying to say is watch Daredevil.
Dude, if you watch Daredevil, I'll play. I told you I'd play Final Fantasy X. I fucking hate that shit, and I will play it. And that's like probably 50 hours minimum of my life.
Minimum. You're gonna sit through 70 hours of a game you hate if I watch one series.
I mean, it's 3 seasons. It's like an hour per episode. I think 12 episodes. So I mean.
Well, you know what? I am getting back into TV mode. I told you I suck at watching TV shows, but now that I'm at Fallout and now that I'm on X-Men 97, maybe I can get some momentum.
Funny enough, I beat New Vegas and I started Fallout 3 before the show even came out.
Oh, really?
No, I beat 3. I didn't play any of the DLC.
I'm about to replay New Vegas just because the show has me like back in the mood.
Yep.
Yeah,
New Vegas. The show makes me want to play the games.
There are 5 DLCs for Fallout 3. So
yeah, I know. Anchorage, the pit. When you go down to
keep going.
Jesus Christ, the swamp. It's like in Louisiana. I forget what it's called.
I don't remember what they're called.
Point Lookout or something like that. And then there's the alien one.
Alien one. Steve, the swamp in Louisiana is Resident Evil 7, dumbass.
Yeah, that game sucks after like the first half. Yeah.
First half. Third act sucks.
Of what?
Dude,
Resident Evil 7.
I didn't love that game. I'm fine with being in the minority on that.
Of course, so let's move on. We'll do a Resident Evil one sometime.
The gameplay's like, I don't know. It feels so sluggish. I feel like I'm playing a fucking PS2 game. The aiming's big chunk. Yes, dude. Oh, the enemies kind of suck.
Corey, let me do it for you.
Okay, kill him.
Yes, thank you.
Not my preferred Resident Evil either with first person.
Oh yeah, no, I can agree with that. I'm definitely a third person boy with Resident Evil.
Yeah,
but 7 kind of saved the franchise.
They made Village a lot better by giving you the third person view
option.
Of Ethan.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Michael, number 5 we're on. What do you got for your number 5?
Because you call me Michael, I'm gonna go ahead and piss you off now. Spider-Man 2.
At this point, I can't be mad.
No,
it's in your top 5.
Yeah.
All right.
Incredible.
Either number 1. I think number 1's Deadpool, huh? I'm assuming.
I'm not going to say anything.
That or Batman.
I think Mike's. Here's my early predictions. Mike, Deadpool. Steve, the Batman. Corey. Oh man, I'm going to say the Dark Knight, but we'll see. Those are my predictions.
Yours is the Batman.
We'll see.
That's your prediction for me?
If it isn't, I'm leaving. We'll be at the last one. It doesn't matter. I'll just leave early.
We'll see
my prediction for Adrian is his is Spider-Man 2.
Oh,
Spider-Man. That's my prediction.
That's fair.
Okay.
He loves it.
He loves Sam Raimi.
He's a
Don't
sucker.
do that again.
He's a sucker.
Sam
Raimi.
Is that the role we're gonna?
Who's it going to next? Do something, Mike. The whole world's watching, and by that I mean 3 people. Mike is literally freezing.
Anxiety,
I don't know what to do.
As Mr. Freeze would say, chill.
What do I do with my hands?
Chill out.
See, at least Steve's doing something.
Oh, he went kindergarten on your asses.
Thank you, Steve. Wait, Corey, wait. Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger, kindergarten cop.
Oh shit.
We can tie this all around.
I got
Arnold Schwartz, what? Say that again.
Wait, Steve, let me do this. Arnold
Here's
Schwartz.
a
All right.
Here's a true comic
I
book
wanted to
movie
say
right
it,
here.
but I was like, I don't want to accidentally say it wrong.
Best comic book movie ever.
That's actually sick.
I
I think my brother has the same one.
That is definitely not the best comic book movie ever.
No,
but that
no,
is a
I enjoy
sick,
it, but it's terrible.
Yeah, that's a sick
Yeah, it's
figurine.
fun.
Michael Jai White's the shit.
Yeah, he is.
I don't like him saying all these things about he's going to beat up UFC fighters. So
Yeah.
I
mean,
probably
he's
take
trained, but
he's trained, but yeah, I mean, put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a little bit
Can he-
older though now, isn't
Can he fight Logan Paul first?
no, he can fight Jake Paul. And if they're boxing, he'll probably fuck
Oh.
Jake Paul will win.
No, I want like a UFC fight.
Jake Paul don't do that, even though he signed with PFL, which is literally an MMA.
He kicked him in the fucking head or stomp on their testicles.
I pray that Mike Tyson wins. I pray. But dude, I ain't gonna lie. I saw their face off. I saw their face off. Jake Paul looks pretty fucking big, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Early prediction: Jake Paul wins just because of youth
Jake
and
Paul's
speed.
good. He's just an asshole.
No, he's good. Yeah, dude's looking swole like fucking LeBron on his
okay.
steroids. Go ahead, LeBron haters. Talk about his steroids. Good.
Why does he?
I ain't gonna say anything about LeBron on steroids.
That's King James, guys.
Sorry. I got defensive.
4 and
Lakers
6.
lost. Okay, I got defensive.
4 and 6.
4 and 6.
I mean,
10 finals appearances, 10 finals.
But how many of those did he win?
5.
4.
4.
What?
4 and 6. You want me to tell him for you? He lost to the
4 and
Spurs.
6. Yep.
Okay, and he beat OKC. He beat the Spurs.
Oh, you're talking about LeBron.
He lost to the Spurs.
Yeah.
He lost to the Warriors. He beat the Warriors. He lost to the Warriors. He lost to the Mavericks. I forgot that one.
Oh, he lost the Mavericks, lost the Warriors, and then he beat the Heat.
He beat the Heat. Yeah.
In the Disney championship, the bubble.
I thought we were
the
talking
bubble
about.
chip.
Sorry, I thought we were talking about Lakers championships in our time.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, we're spoiled. We're spoiled.
Yeah.
We're spoiled.
You know what I love? I love when
uh,
Lakers fans are so delusional that they're like talk shit on Kobe having to carry that last team he won with. I'm like, bro, that team was fucking good.
You mean with
Had a
Pau
young
Gasol and
Andrew
Andrew
Pau
Bynum?
Gasol,
Yeah.
Pau was
Fisher.
great that year.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
no,
D-Fish,
for sure.
D-Fish is always solid.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
dude, it's a crazy take.
D-Fish is a guy that averages like 7 points in his career, but they're always fucking clutch.
They are. He's
So are
always there.
we in the
And
top
of course-
3?
Oh, yeah,
I
wait,
mean,
wait,
Adrian-
Hey,
Adrian
listen,
hasn't done his
listen.
4 yet.
You can't win a championship without Stanislav Medvedenko. So
That's true. Stanislav, baby. Only real Laker fans know.
All right, so Adrian, you get to drop your 4 and your 3.
Mike, we're talking about the Lakers. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Fucking
all right.
Lakers suck.
All right, our number
You guys
4.
gonna feel when the Celtics are in the finals again?
I will say our number 4 we've already talked about. Our number 3 we have not.
All right.
So number 4, OG
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
All
Yeah,
right, Dark Knight's number 3.
The movie's just hey Steve, you don't know that. You don't. Okay, you don't know that. Okay, you might not.
You
even
don't say that.
Actually, you're
I
probably
almost
completely
had you,
wrong
man.
about
Nope, I
that.
did.
Hey, guess what? The Dark Knight's my number 3.
Mike, will you stop skipping numbers?
Yeah. Let's just. We're getting to the
didn't-
finals,
I
so we'll
didn't
fill them
skip-
in as we
I
go.
didn't skip my numbers.
But
You didn't?
But
This-
no, because I have 4 already in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 4's Logan for all of
But
us.
the original Spider-Man, Corey already told the story. We went to see it, drive-in theater, Scooby-Doo, Spider-Man. At this point, I was 11 years old,
I was
something
shitting
like
my
that.
pants.
If I watched the Blade movies, which I know I did, I didn't really remember them, or I didn't hold on to them as like superhero movies because I didn't know.
Right. Right.
Spider-Man was fucking huge for me. Obviously, through the jokes, through the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire jokes, I genuinely love this fucking trilogy. And you know that by how high I have number 3 placed, which is ridiculous to most people.
It's so ridiculous.
It's ridiculous because here I'll
Not
show
as
you again.
ridiculous as X-Men 2.
For Mike.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so I do have Spider-Man 3 at my number 13 out of 31 movies. And I know for a lot of people that's fucking ridiculous. I like that movie a lot more than most people do. I like this fucking trilogy. It's almost perfect trilogy for me. This first movie is just so influential. It did so much for me for the genre. It got me into the genre. It made Spider-Man, who was already pretty much my favorite hero, it like solidified him as my favorite superhero because he's just an everyday kid or 35-year-old man, as Steve says.
Yeah.
But he's
don't
a kid.
sugarcoat. That is a 35-year-old man. He's the same age as my son. It's like,
he's no older than my 40-year-old son.
Okay.
He's
Wait,
no
did you
older
have a
than
kid when you were 3?
he's no older than my son that's about to retire.
Yeah, but see, we talked about this. You know, in the early 2000s, they cast all these 30 fucking something year olds as teenagers.
Yeah, they had a big problem with
Yeah,
that.
but a lot of
I don't
them
give a
looked
fuck.
like a teenager. Tobey Maguire did not.
He didn't at all.
No.
Topher Grace would have been a better one that looked like a teenager.
Probably.
Yeah.
But obviously, the movie was fucking wildly successful critically, financially. It's just there's
Great
a
movie.
reason that it is so hailed as an absolute
Oh.
classic.
My brother's
Yes,
girlfriend's
it's a
a moron
masterpiece.
and didn't like this movie.
Wow. Well,
And the
Chad,
thing
your
is-
girlfriend sucks.
And the thing is, like, I don't even think nostalgia is all like a lot of people say. A lot of it's nostalgia. I don't think so here. There's some cheesy shit. There's some definitely Sam Raimi cheese, but this movie fucking holds up in 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, it holds up
There's
for me.
There's a very not as bad as the whole Martha thing with Batman versus Superman.
What are you
But
gonna say?
there is a moment in this movie that's kind of like, really, like he could have got that cut anywhere, and you're gonna just assume that that's Spider-Man.
What
Like,
was it?
that scene at the dinner
Oh,
table
what are you
when
talking about? That was an exact perfect replica cut of what he gave him.
That could have like. Would you think about this? Think you're Norman Osborn for a second, okay?
This is
With
interesting.
heightened senses.
Yeah, and you know that Peter Parker really well. Like he's this intelligent, like, and you love him. Your first thought isn't going to be, "Oh, he's Spider-Man." I love this movie, but I'm just saying that that's a very
He is because he's like, dude, Peter Parker's actually a fucking genius.
You guys remember when they did? You guys remember when ESPN when they do around the horn and they can mute somebody? I just muted Mike and took away points.
Perfect.
All right, Mike.
The little
And you're
red
back.
arrow.
Yeah, and you're back.
Spider-Man's a great
Tony
movie.
Reale. Beep, beep,
I'll
beep,
make the noise of
Spider-Man's
them going down.
perfect.
Thank you, thank you.
Spider-Man's perfect. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I never say anything bad.
All right, points. Mike might have just won the day. Points.
Oh shit.
No, I love this movie. Obviously, it's in my top 10. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
It's still a great fucking movie. I just
Guys, it's my number 4 out of 31 movies. I worship this movie. Like, I can put on the Sam Raimi trilogy any time of year, any day, any week, any month. I love them. I absolutely love them. They take me back to that time in my life when life was still shitty, but a little bit less shitty.
I can rewatch any Spider-Man movie that's not Amazing Spider-Man 2, actually. Like, I can genuinely turn on any of them. I can genuinely turn on any of them. And
Spider-Man
enjoy
3. Spider-Man 3 is way better than Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I'm having fun with the solo level.
I would watch Spider-Man 3
Yeah, 100%.
5 times before I watched Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Because at least it has some redeeming qualities. Like, it's fucking stupid in a good way.
Guys, Mike gave me 5 minutes last stream to defend it, and I think I did a pretty good job. So go back and listen to why Spider-Man 3 is genuinely a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, and most of your points I couldn't even really argue with.
Thank you. But Spider-Man, but we're talking about Spider-Man, yeah, and just fucking love it. Willem Dafoe, like I said earlier, fits the camp of Sam Raimi so perfectly. That is another chef kiss moment for just like great fucking villain. Dude, it takes such a strong fucking actor to pull off that mirror scene. That mirror scene that he did with himself.
Yeah.
What you did? You mean what we did? And then he looks at the paper. Like, dude, that is actually a great fucking acting moment where like not many people could pull that off. Like even the great Nicolas Cage might do that, and I might be like,
Willem Dafoe is so underrated. It's not even funny.
He is, dude. He's incredible.
The only actor that's ever acted alone like that I bought it just as much was Will Smith in I Am Legend.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only other person that's acted alone like that I bought it.
I could see that in a different way. Like
in a different way.
You know, Willem Dafoe's is like mental illness. His is more like isolation and loneliness.
Yeah.
But are you saying
fine?
Are you saying you didn't love who was it? Who was in Phone Booth? Colin Farrell in Phone Booth?
Well, he's talking to somebody on the phone. He's not technically talking to him.
Ryan Reynolds in Buried?
Don't diss my boy Colin Farrell.
Mike, I know. We'll talk about
him. Again, though, with the Buried thing, he was on the phone through at least half of that.
He was. Well, yeah. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. But how many movies are literally like, how many movies are literally just one person in one location where you don't see like any
There's not many.
outside?
It's a bold movie to do, honestly.
It's a bold move, Todd.
It takes a hell of an actor to, I think, honestly, to pull it off, to even make it remotely like
even a movie where like you're not the sole focus, but you're like 90% like Phone Booth, like Married. That takes a great fucking actor to be like, okay, this is like, this movie is you. Like without you, it doesn't work because you're like 95%. Takes a great fucking actor to do that.
I can't ever watch that movie ever again, by the way.
Guys, kind of like, I don't know, have you guys seen The Lighthouse? Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
I saw about half of it.
Robert Eggers. That is another movie where it takes immense talent to just, it's isolation. It's these two guys.
You want to talk shit on Robert Pattinson? Go watch that movie.
So
go watch The Lighthouse, go watch Good Time,
great,
and tell me that dude is not a great fucking actor.
I've been telling people even before I watched the Batman that people.
And guys, guess what? There's a movie that none of us have talked about yet.
Damn right.
Yeah.
But I will get to my
Twilight.
Dark Knight. Corey, what? Yeah, exactly. Twilight, the New Moon.
Yeah.
Corey, what is your number 3?
My number 3 is.
Oh, this is good.
The Dark Knight.
Oh, 3.
Wow.
There is no fucking shot. This is your number 3.
That's and that's my number 3.
I'm sorry.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, for Corey, that blows my fucking mind. Number 3.
There's no way. I bet that it's not Steven's fucking number 3. There's no fucking no way.
I know Steve's
all 4 of ours.
Based off his reaction alone, I know Steve's top 2 right now. But okay, so we got, what do we have? Dark Knight 333 so far?
Yeah.
Well, fuck, guys, I think we have to talk about this movie. And I mean, first of all, what else can you fucking say about the Dark Knight?
Here we go.
No, I checked.
I never said thank you. You'll never have to.
And you never have to.
You think you could steal from us and just walk away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the whole movie. You think you could just steal from us and walk away? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not literally my favorite part. But
guys, I'm gonna play all these because this movie is fucking.
The good cop, bad cop routine.
Not exactly.
Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. He can't feel the next. See?
I love that. Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. Can't feel the next hit. See?
Yeah, guys, what do you say? What do you say about this fucking movie? Like, it's any given day, this could be my number 1. I'll say
this is a great movie, and it doesn't have to be a superhero movie at all. Like,
No,
it's
fucking good.
It's a Christopher Nolan movie.
Adrian,
It's a Christopher Nolan movie. Huh? Sorry, good.
move it to 2.
I
I was already conflicted. Yes, I was already conflicted.
Yeah,
It's just seeing those scenes.
You at number 3. That's fucking crazy.
I had 3 orgasms watching those. So
I mean,
the Dark Knight.
the one scene where like he fucking makes that pencil disappear. That whole scene when he's talking to those people, fucking, I love that scene. I mean, yeah, Heath Ledger makes this fucking movie.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. Aaron Eckhart is great as Harvey Dent. He does a phenomenal job towards the end when he becomes.
I feel like Aaron Eckhart gets overshadowed because Heath Ledger is so brilliant.
He's a brilliant actor too. But
in another movie,
definitely overshadowed.
In another movie, Aaron Eckhart would have been up for awards for this movie.
They should have killed him. He should
have been the villain in the third movie, not Bane.
Yeah.
I like Bane, but not as much as I like Darren Eckhart's Two-Face.
Well, Two-Face and Bane actually would have been a cool dynamic.
Yeah,
I agree.
We could have had both of them, and that would have been a really good one too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's a near fucking flawless movie. Like Steve said, it happens to be this perfect fucking crime thriller, spy noir, just great fucking Christopher Nolan movie that happens to have Batman in it. It doesn't need to have Batman in it. It's a perfect fucking movie without Batman, and it just happens to have like one of the most influential heroes of all time in it.
My
and
only issues are Batman related.
Yeah. And this is another movie where most Batman movies, we'll talk about the Batman as an exception, but most Batman movies, the villain take the spotlight. Batman is never like the highlight. And again, this is Joker's movie. This is Heath Ledger's movie.
Yeah,
how many people say Christian Bale, dude, was it in The Dark Knight? Like, he was great, But everyone talks about
he's great as Bruce
Heath
Wayne.
Ledger. He's great as Bruce Wayne. But people talk about Heath Ledger and they talk about Aaron Eckhart. They don't really say like, dude, this was Christian Bale's fucking like. This was his Citizen Kane. This was his masterpiece.
Yeah, I have written down the supporting cast is what steals the show for this. I even think Gordon. I remember Gordon more than I do Batman in this.
I got you, son of a bitch.
And Lucius has a couple really great moments in this movie too.
Mm-hmm.
Like my only complaints about this movie is I don't like Christian Bale's Batman. I think a lot of the action in this movie is kind of aged poorly. It looks kind of bad. The fighting really stiff.
I just don't understand because the Christopher Nolan Inception fighting is so good. Like, what went wrong with Batman? Was it the stiff suit?
I think he was trying to make the things he's wearing too realistic.
Yeah,
I had Two-Face being killed off, another issue, and then my only other gripe is I hate how like at one point he's simping so bad for Rachel that he's like gonna quit being Batman like for her. He like goes against like, dude, if you know anything Batman related, he is fucking Batman. He's not Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne's the mask. So that's one thing that always irked me, but it's just small.
And they even say it in the first movie. Like Rachel says in the first movie, Katie Holmes, she says, "This is your mask," talking about Bruce Wayne. Like, like you are Batman.
I've never liked that aspect in Dark Knight that he's like willing to quit being Batman for her at some point. It's like, that's not accurate.
It's okay. Joker blew her fucking face off.
I know, which I love that. I always love the argument. They're like, well, in the Batman, he loses. And it's like, okay, well, his fucking girlfriend dies in the Dark Knight. Like, I would consider that a fat fucking L, dog.
He loses.
Yeah, literally, the Dark Knight is the Joker wins.
Pennywise.
Not only does his girl die in the Dark Knight, but he also loses Harvey Dent.
Yeah.
He doesn't die, but he loses him.
And then he has to lie about him.
Even though, here's what I never got about this movie, though. So at the end, it's a great capper. You know, it's like I almost said the Batman. It's Batman saying like, I killed those people. I did this, blah, blah, blah. We can't have people think negatively of Harvey Dent. Why can't you just say the Joker killed all these people?
Yeah.
Like, why does Batman have to take the fall for it? I don't understand why
the Joker too much to give him sloppy ass kills.
Why don't you just call it in, say the Joker killed these people? Why is like, I killed those people? Like, I understand you want Harvey to be the White Knight, but Joker, blame fucking Joker.
That would have been pretty funny for Gordon to be like, but why?
Gordon, like, why are you taking the blame, dude?
It was that weird guy that you kidnapped earlier, that Harvey kidnapped earlier, that was working for the Joker. Let's just say it was that.
What time do you have? Why does that matter? Well, depending on the time, he could be in one place or multiple places
or several
places. I just want my phone call.
It's weird. It's like the thing that I make fun of the most for this trilogy. The line that I make fun of the most from this trilogy and a lot of other people is from this movie, and that's just this. I'm not wearing hockey bags.
What's the difference between you and me?
If Adrian doesn't stop talking, I'm gonna move it up again.
Dude, it's incredible. Like I said, any given day, it's my number one.
I've seen this movie so many fucking times.
Yeah, it is one of the best achievements in cinematic history.
Yeah,
not just superhero.
It sucks.
This is beyond. This is beyond a superhero movie.
I get in arguments about what is better between this and Batman, and I hate like trying to downplay this movie because
you have to find faults.
I gotta nitpick the fuck out of it. Like the one part where like they're in the when Joker shows up at the event shit and all that, and then
at the party after the cocktail party.
Like, what the fuck happened there?
Oh yeah, like Joker drops Rachel and Batman goes out the window. Then what happens?
Yeah, does he massacre all them people? That was like another
right.
Tiny
Harvey,
thing. Like,
Harvey, have you seen Harvey? No, you don't know.
What's going on here?
I love the way it takes the drink out of the one person's hand and spills most of it and just takes one little drink.
Yeah, by the time he drinks, there's nothing in it. You remind me of my father. I hated my father.
He just wanted to fuck him up.
Yeah, guys, it's fucking. Who doesn't love The Dark Knight?
So then, Corey, what's your number 3 then?
I'm gonna have to cut you guys off and let you because I do have to go. You guys can finish this without me, but I do want to give you my 3 and 1 just because you guys will talk about these.
Yep.
And Michael say everything he needs to say about my number 3, Deadpool. and you
Oh, yeah.
all will say
I can pull you
everything
up.
you need to say about the Batman at number 1. So
Beautiful.
I will let you guys take it from here.
Corey, can I before you leave, can I play you out?
You can,
real quick.
We have a signal now for when I'm needed. But when that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning to them. Fear is a tool.
Fucking beautiful.
Dude,
Oh.
I'm not even kidding. That shit is so epic to me that like makes me want to fucking tear up. Like that's
Yeah,
how
dude.
that's
It-
how good it is to me.
Yeah, literally chills right now. It's
Yep.
like, hey, fuck you, Corey. Yeah, I mean, we'll get to that. Those were Corey's. Get them out of the way real quick. So what do I have left? I have 2. Mike, you have 2.
I got
Steve,
my
you have
3
3.
to say.
All right, Steve, let's get to your number 3.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. I respect
Much
the
as
fuck
I
out of you,
love
dog.
as much as I love Spider-Man, and I think this is like, and the crazy part is how old this movie is and how well it still holds up. I cannot justify putting over The Dark Knight because I just think The Dark Knight is that fucking good. But I think, like, this, like, in terms of, like, best sequels ever, like, you can't, like, okay, you got Empire Strikes Back, you got Terminator 2, you got The Dark Knight and Spider-Man 2. Like, they're right there. Top.
Yes, sir.
Like,
1,000% agree
ever.
with you. 1,000% agree with you.
Doc Ock was, Alfred Molina was like a perfect cast for this. He had the look. He acted the part perfectly. I just love how like he's a sympathetic villain. Like you see him.
Yeah, you
turn.
actually feel bad for him.
Yeah, like it went wrong. You know, like he's not a bad guy.
The Raimi trilogy is great at humanizing villains.
Yeah.
Keep talking. I'm gonna be right back in like 2 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah,
and I think you kind of
Harry going after Spider-Man, which is like a good, like, you know, he wants to hunt him down, find out who he is and stuff, and I think they build on that real well. Peter's struggling, like you get that, you know, the Spider-Man where he's struggling to make ends meet.
Yeah.
He gets rid of MJ, even though, you know, obviously he loves her.
Right.
Even though she's a piece of shit.
there it is. That's what I was waiting for.
But like, yeah, I just think this movie builds on the first one perfectly. And as much as I go back and forth with like Spider-Man 1 and 2, I just think this is just overall just a better movie. The action bits are better.
Yes.
I really think the only argument you can have for the first one being better would be Green Goblin.
Green Goblin.
It kind of depends on what villain you prefer.
Yeah, if you prefer the more like kind of over the top,
right? Yeah,
Willem Dafoe.
I like origin stories. I think this one just builds on the first one perfectly. Like this
And
is the perfect sequel.
That train fight might still be like the best Spider-Man set piece to this day. It's hard to like argue against that train fight.
Yeah, well, even the ending too, with him stopping, you know, the train, like,
yeah,
it's just iconic.
Oh, here you go. And I did this courtesy of my editing, and by editing, all I mean is I cut out the middle sequences, so it's all just Tobey Maguire's glorious face. Ready?
Just really, you know, it just shows
Listen, guys, that's why I should be an editor in Hollywood. I cut out all the unnecessary suit tearing. All we want is Tobey Maguire's facial reactions, okay? That's all we want. Of course, it F the stream. The stream got real lame once Corey left.
Yeah, we needed him. You might as well put my number 2 as Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Which we talked enough about how phenomenal the Dark Knight is.
I did that again. Dark Knight.
Knight.
I did that for mine as well. Hold on a second. So if I'm seeing right, I know what your number 1 is by process of elimination. I don't know Mike's. I think I know what Mike's is, but
yeah.
Okay, Corey, we know, and okay. This is fun. This is fun. Dark Knight we talked about a lot. All right, my number 2.
Oh man, damn it!
The Batman.
Corey, we did it.
You guys absolutely nailed my fucking order. And Steve, by default, you only have one left. The Batman. Mike, we'll let you see where yours goes. But, Mike, should I just put your Batman at number 2? Am I correct?
Yeah, that's wrong.
Really?
No way.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No fucking way.
We're 3 for 4. Let's go. I really thought we were going to go 4 for 4. I'm sad.
Wow. So our hottest take was Mike's terrible opinions about these X-Men movies, namely this one and this one.
That one's
and Mike is also, though, Mike, you totally redeemed yourself with the biggest fucking shock. Wow.
Plot twist.
Deadpool at number 2. Obviously, I'll go ahead and do mine as well, the Batman, so you guys know Spider-Man 2 is absolutely my favorite on this list. All right, so, yeah, for our wrap-up, I mean...
The Batman, baby.
Corey says, I choose to believe that was sincere. You can't take that from me. Oh, when we said it fell to shit after he left? Yeah, I mean... Both of these fucking movies. The Batman. Now, the Batman is a point of divisiveness. It's a point of contention, I guess.
I don't know why.
I have talked about this to fucking tons of random people on the internet and my group chats that I have. Like, I don't get it. If you want to say The Dark Knight's better, that's fine because it is a great movie.
Yeah.
In terms of a Batman movie, though, I just think this is by far the best. If you want a movie about Batman that portrays him like, the way he should be portrayed, in my opinion, this is the definite choice.
Do we think people hate on the Batman just because it's Robert Pattinson and they can't accept the fact that he's an actual good actor?
I think that's a big part of it.
I think a lot of people are just fucking brain dead, and when they think superhero, they think, your big action-packed, like, superhero movies, which I don't get either because Dark Knight, it doesn't really make sense to me. But
right. But you're thinking like people are thinking like more breakneck speed, like mile a minute.
Yeah, where this is like, bro, I'm replaying Arkham City right now. And so much of that is walking around, with the fucking with this detective mode on.
Yeah.
And getting
Detection
clues
analysis.
and shit. Yeah, like
dude,
when I watched this movie, I was like, dude, even from the beginning, the fucking narrating, and then like him figuring out the, like these clues and solving the riddles and shit. I'm like, this is Batman.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And like, it's just I could go on and on about this. Like,
Commissioner Gordon is fucking great.
Yeah, he is great. Like,
Yeah.
this whole movie.
I'll be
Colin
honest.
Farrell as Penguin was fucking amazing.
I don't really like when they, race swap characters, but dude, I was blown away by Gordon. I actually this might be my favorite Gordon even.
Jeffrey Wright absolutely fucking knocked it out of the park.
And the thing about this that I liked more than any other Batman movie was their chemistry together. That they were working together actively.
It was literally like
which is what they do in the actual comics.
It was literally like a buddy cop film.
The part where he's like tells him to hit him, like I just loved that scene. I was
need
like,
you to
this
punch
is
me in
great.
the face. He said you could have at least pulled that punch.
And like, I think the thing about this is like the action sequences. I just think people are just that stupid. Like, bro, the part where it's all black and you can only see the gunshots.
Yeah, dude, the muzzle flash.
I thought that was just amazing. But
Yeah,
people,
cinematography.
like, I just think people are honestly fucking
Well,
just
Matt Reeves, honestly, like if you've watched the Apes movies, which some people don't like
great.
them, but
No,
they
they're
are,
great.
yeah, they're great, dude. The Apes movies are really fucking good, and Matt Reeves made those first three, made that first trilogy, and like his director chop showed through on that. But this is so much more like stylistic.
No,
It's
this
like,
this motherfucker did his homework on Batman,
he
bro. Like,
drive, he did, and you fucking like this. I don't know. This Gotham is just like it's darker, it's more drab, it's more depressing. Like this is.
Gotham
And this is
should
like
be.
people don't understand. This is year one. This is Dark Halloween Batman. This is a man that is so enthralled. And I don't think the Nolan did this one as much. Like they talked about him being obsessed with being Batman, but you still felt the Bruce Wayne presence. This one is like he doesn't know how to be Bruce Wayne because he is Batman.
Which I love that actually. Like
Me too. And I like the
beginning.
brutality of this Batman. Like he
Oh,
wants
yeah.
to fucking hurt these motherfuckers.
What pisses me off about some other people's complaints is like I've heard people go, "Well, that Batman's a big bulky guy, and Robert Pattinson's not big and bulky, like so that's like he's just Robert Pattinson." I'm like, dude, shut up. Like
They're
who
like
fucking-
saying he
like,
didn't
well,
bulk
you know
up
what?
enough for the movie.
I
Everybody-
do want him
I've
to
not-
beef up a little bit. I
listen.
do get that little aspect, but like, dude, his armor and shit, like
You could still play it off as like
Yeah,
younger
listen,
year one Bruce Wayne.
I
like,
have never
if he
heard
puts on
one-
muscle for the next one, or
look at Nightwing.
Yeah.
I have never heard one
Woman
fucking
ass.
person say anything bad about Wolverine, and he's fucking way too short to be playing Wolverine, or way too tall.
way too tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, if you
People
really
do
want to, if you're
criticize
gonna
it,
be,
but not as many. And that
if you're gonna be nitpicky, like just back the fuck off. The movie's phenomenal. Should have won awards.
Robert Pattinson gets a lot of hate because he's Robert Pattinson. People think of him as a role from 11, 12, 15 fucking years ago.
Yeah, and
People
which,
forget you can
mind
evolve from a role.
Which, mind you, which I'm sure at some point in our awful podcast we'll do, episodes on those movies.
Yeah.
Everybody in those movies were bad. It wasn't the actors' faults.
No,
It was
right.
just the script was so shitty.
Yeah,
They were literally acting out somebody's fan fiction.
I watched all of them with some girl like a few years back. So trust me,
I only like the last one because of the.
I know all of them. I've seen them.
I've seen them all too.
I've seen it.
My ex-wife liked them a lot, and I seen them all because of it. And
oh god, here he goes.
I actually really did like the last one up until I found out the whole fucking thing was bullshit. I'm like, really? That whole fight scene that we just watched was badass, and it was bullshit. Fuck you.
It was all bullshit.
Honestly, my only criticism of the Batman, which this is barely even a criticism, this is me kind of feeding into the people complaining about Bruce Wayne's portrayal, but it was intentional.
It was intentional.
Yeah.
Now if they do not build upon that in the sequel and he stays the same, then it is a complaint that has weight.
That turns into kind of a con for me.
Yep.
But it focused on the detective aspect, which no movie had really done up to this point.
No,
like
and I think that's
Batman
why
is a
it's so
fucking
good
the
for me.
greatest detective in the world. Why has nobody really focused on that aspect?
What pisses me off is people are like, "Oh, well, he lost. Riddler outsmarted him." Riddler has outsmarted him, multiple times. Like this isn't a one-time deal.
This is a young Bruce Wayne. Of course, he got him.
Riddler's one of the smartest fucking people.
Right. That's another thing. Paul Dano's version of Riddler was fucking haunting.
I love
creepy and fucking amazing.
I would say the Riddler is the equivalent to Batman's Lex Luthor. Like that's how intelligent the Riddler is.
For sure.
Like,
yeah, they have like that same they have like the intellectual battle going.
Another thing I loved about this is like how in the beginning, in which it ends up making sense in the end too, but the way they shoot, like they have Bruce Wayne stalking Catwoman, and they have Riddler stalking, the mayor or whoever he killed. Like they show the comparisons between the two all movie, and then when you get to the prison scene, like he's like, "Oh, we're working together." Like he sees it how it was being shown in the movie. Like the Riddler thinks like they're teaming up.
It's kind of like
Batman's like, "I'm nothing like you," and it makes sense because he realizes it. Like Bruce Wayne realizes like, "Oh shit, I'm doing things the wrong way." And I love how the ending, like he realizes that. He needs to not be vengeance, and he needs to be
more.
I'm vengeance.
Right. Yeah, and yeah, I think like the turning point of the movie. People say like the movie's too long, which I guess I could get on board with that if you're in that camp. I don't think so, but
I don't think so either.
I don't think it's long enough.
But that third is pivotal. Like everyone's like, oh, it could have ended when Riddler got captured. Like, no, that third act is pivotal and shaping out Bruce Wayne is like you said, vengeance is the wrong angle here. I
Yeah, he
shouldn't be
needs
going
to
for vengeance.
change.
I should be hope. I should be like the bright light in this dark fucking city. I should be people's like, beacon
Yeah,
of
I
hope.
loved the ending.
Yeah, like when that
It actually
girl's-
gave me chills because I'm like, holy
Yeah,
fuck, dude. This
first of
sequel-
all, like when he holds up that flare, the shot overhead,
Mhm.
great fucking cinematography. And then like when the lady's getting like lifted up with the helicopter and she's like holding his arm, like, don't let me go. That's when he realizes like, oh fuck, like I could be hope. I could give these people a reason to fight.
My only issue is the action towards the end is a little like I didn't love him fighting a bunch of fucking
Like up on the scaffolding.
Yeah, like I didn't mind like how it was shot or anything.
Yeah,
It
with
just,
like the smoke grenade and shit. That was pretty dope.
it just sucks that like okay, he captured Riddler, but this was Riddler's plan, but it's like he's just beating up a bunch of regular goons. So it didn't feel like the
Right.
epicness.
There wasn't like
you
that
know-
showdown.
Yeah, but it made sense with Riddler's character. Like he would have just whooped his fucking ass. Like
Yeah.
You guys haven't even talked about Catwoman. Like,
yeah, she was great. I
Zoe
like
Kravitz was amazing.
Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
I thought everyone in this movie was amazing. Is there a single act?
Of course, which ending? Yeah, it does have the Lord of the Rings Return of the King with like 5 different endings. It does have that going on.
Like, is there a single actor you can really like pinpoint that you didn't like in this movie? Because like I don't know.
No.
I liked everyone.
There
I think
isn't a
we
single
honest we didn't
performance
get
I didn't like.
enough of Alfred.
Agreed.
I
Which
agree with that.
that'll be more in the sequel.
Yeah, and I loved the fact that he was in danger like that early on.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Something terrible is about to happen. It already has, Mr. Wayne.
Yeah, I liked that aspect.
And then I like the Falcone and Maroni twist. Like,
Yep.
Falcone sent him on a wild goose chase, and it actually turns out he's the one that killed his father.
Yeah.
Yeah, just dude, it's so
Yeah,
visceral.
everything
it's
comes
so,
full circle. There's so many
It does.
storylines, but they do so well with getting to
it's
the
just-
end of them.
And
I
we did
don't
look it
under-
up. We did that Falcone ended up being Selena's father.
Yeah.
Like that's actually a thing that does happen in one,
But
like, one
I'm-
of the comics.
I'm just like, I'm the same as you guys. I really don't get the fucking hate for this movie
I
at all. I
don't.
don't get it. I
Makes
think
no
the
fucking
perfect
sense.
Batman, Bruce Wayne, of course. If it's not your version, if it's like not my Bruce Wayne, I get it. It's not perfect. It's not meant to be. But if that's a complaint, fine. But the Batman is great. It focuses on the detective noir. It focuses on like his buddy relationship with Gordon.
Didn't even
and I
talk
think
about the
that's strong as
Batmobile.
hell.
Batmobile was
We didn't talk about
fucking
the
sick.
Batmobile. One of
I
the
love
best
that.
sequences in the movie is that whole chase with him and the
That
Penguin.
is
This guy's
great.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude, Colin Farrell as Penguin was.
When he's like, you
Dude,
can't just leave me here.
Yeah. What is this? Good cop, batshit cop? Am I the only one that speaks Spanish? Al rata. Oh, what are you showing me?
Are they still gonna do the Penguin series?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
happening?
yeah, that's
I
been
can't-
announced.
There was a
That's fine.
trailer. There was a
Yeah,
trailer.
there's
Was
a
there?
trailer.
I didn't see it.
Whoa, easy, sweetheart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I loved
Dude,
him.
I love the movie. I don't.
Yeah, I went and seen it. Like I remember I went and seen it, and I'm like, okay, I hit up my buddy and was like,
Yeah.
okay, you have to see this movie. And I went
Yeah.
out again like 2 days later, and I was just like, oh, now I love this movie even more.
I
And
can't
then I
remember.
watched it again at home, and I'm like,
I
I
think-
love this movie even more.
I'm saying
I
like
think
if
I
you want to say
watched-
it's a little bit long, I get it. If you want to say you don't love the Bruce Wayne, I get it. But to me, those are like the only valid little bit of criticisms.
And you can
like,
cry about only 2 songs being used, but his fucking
Yeah.
theme song is great.
oh, dun dun dun. Yeah, the fucking bat. Oh, it's
I
so
do think they
good.
should change it for the
Michael
sequel.
Giacchino. What a great fucking.
I think they should change his theme for the second one to something
Yeah.
more like epic,
Uh-huh.
and not more like menacing because he was, he wants to change.
He wants
his
to be like
ways.
Hope.
Yeah, so I do think they should give him a new theme song for the sequel.
Chad says I've watched the
Maybe
movie
they
3 or
will.
4 times. Every time I watch it, I like it more. Yes, thank you. And Corey says Michael Giacchino score, man. Yep.
I'm the same way. I think I've watched it 3 times. The first time I watched it with some friends, actually friends of the podcast, Tim and Josie, and then
Your first time
the-
seeing this?
Yeah, my first.
Oh,
time
really?
seeing-
Did you guys see it in theaters?
Yeah, we saw it in theaters.
Oh, I didn't know
You
you
this.
saw
We
it
did.
then.
We did an episode.
Okay, I forgot you did it with them.
But and then the second time I watched it with my brother and Corey. So, like
Right.
both times, both the first two
So
times were in theaters.
And you had some good you had
Yeah.
some good fellow Batman fans to be like, this
Yep.
is bullshit or this is great. I know your brother freaked out when they made the Hush reference.
Oh yeah.
Chad
Yeah.
says Robert Pattinson Batman, and this reminds me of the Arkham games Batman if he was year one. First 20 minutes of this movie. Chad, yes. The first 20 minutes of this movie with the fucking opening monologue. Goosebumps every fucking time, dude.
Yeah.
Every time.
It makes me want to tear up. That's how like epic it is.
I mean,
like that's like Avengers Endgame. Like now every time I watch that, the final fight scene, dude, I get like teary-eyed every time.
And it came at a perfect time where me personally, I was on like, and I still am on the superhero fatigue thing. And the Batman came out and it was so different and it was so original and fresh that I'm like, this doesn't feel like a superhero movie at all.
It literally felt like a detective movie.
It did. Like, just imagine Batman as any detective and just throw him in a fucking Batman costume.
Yeah, honestly, every time I watch this movie, it gets higher. Like
the
separation from Dark Knight for me gets higher every time.
What does a liar do when he's killed? He lies still. Corey says, "We talking Endgame?"
No, go away.
Yeah, Infinity War's better.
You left already.
Agreed.
Infinity War is way better.
Way better.
I think anyone who thinks Endgame's better is wrong.
Yep, I'll say way better. I agree with you guys.
Look at this. We all agree. If Corey was here, he'd be talking. He'd be mad.
And then, guys, other than that, I think the only thing we haven't talked about
Spider-Man 2.
We have talked about Spider-Man 2. It's a perfect superhero movie. It's a perfect superhero movie within a perfect trilogy for me. It captures that, Sam Raimi did a theme with these movies that I think a lot of superhero movies miss is the actual theme. Sam Raimi did he did consequences, he did choice, and he did forgiveness. Those were like responsibility. Exactly. Responsibility was the first movie. Learning with great power comes with great responsibility. The third one is about forgiving people who have done you wrong. The middle one is about choice. He literally says it in the movie. We always have the choice. That's what Peter says. We always have the choice to do the right thing, no matter what situation. And it's just, man, it goes on your heartstrings so bad. Like seeing Peter so down and out on his luck. Meanwhile, he's being this great fucking person, not asking for anything in return. He's saving New York City and he doesn't get any recognition. He could easily like fucking make profits, from like t-shirt sales or merchandise sales or blah, 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 this and that. And he doesn't do any of that. He asks for nothing in return. He's just this guy that is struggling with his job. He's struggling with his fucking love life. He's struggling in life.
Of Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's struggling with his dickhead boss, who's amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
You're fired. Hey, you're fired.
Let me play a little bit for him.
What are we going to call this guy?
Dr. Octopus.
That's crap.
Science Squid?
Crap.
Doctor Strange.
That's pretty good. But it's taken. Wait, I got it. Dr. Octopus.
But I like it.
Of course you do. Dr. Octopus. New villain in town. Doc Ock.
Genius.
What, are you looking for a raise? Get out.
Also, maybe the best casting of all time in superhero movies is J. Jonah Jameson.
I was sad we didn't get a Scorpion with him.
Yeah.
Scorpion
Why do you think
storyline.
I had to get a Jonah Jameson action figure?
No Corey way.
I'd say it's way better. I probably have
Way
like
better.
4 or 5 movies in the MCU above Endgame. Probably at least 4.
Yeah.
And Infinity War is probably what, top 2?
I at this point, it's my favorite. I love
Right.
Winter Soldier, but I think Infinity War is just so big.
They do such a good job at incorporating everybody, giving them all like time to
Yep.
shine.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
you got the villain kind of leading the show, and I love that.
Thanos,
Yeah.
baby. I love Darth Vader. I love Thanos. Mike loves misunderstood villains. So
Yeah.
literally,
Tom
fuck your-
Cruise underrated in that movie.
literally fuck your own face. I got you that DVR. Yeah, guys, but Spider-Man 2, it's the same as The Dark Knight. What else can you say about it? It fucking set the precedent for superhero movies going forward. It showed the struggle of this guy who asked for nothing in return. It's just, it has its funny moments and campy moments. It has its cheese. Spider-Man, where have you gone to, Spider-Man? It has all that Sam Raimi excellence in it. But it's
Bruce
just
Campbell's
the
in all three of them, so that's obviously
Bruce Campbell's in there, and he would have been Mysterio in 4 had they made it. It's just the perfect amalgamation, I think, of everything I love about the character, everything I love about Sam Raimi's style. You have that fucking chainsaw scene, like with him in the hospital room, that is straight out of a fucking Evil Dead movie. It is horrifying, and I love it. And it's just, to me, it meant so much to me. Like Steve said, it built on the first foundation, which I love that original movie. This one is somehow even fucking better. It is not even in these 3 franchises. It's maybe the perfect superhero movie for me. But the Batman is right behind it.
I just love how they're so different. Yeah, so good.
Yeah, to say like my 1 and 2 are Spider-Man 2 and the Batman, it's like complete night and day.
You got Logan like in there too. I just like,
right.
I just like the variety.
But Spider-Man 2 will always be like probably Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 will be the most important movies to me within like the superhero context, and that holds a lot of weight. Corey or Mike says that's not very nice. Corey says the power of the sun in the palm of my hands.
It's funny to me because Batman's probably not even a top 5 hero for me, but dude, the fucking movies, man.
When you nail it, you you have the Batman and the Dark Knight. What 1 and 3?
1 and 2.
And that's the thing. Like Batman's not even. Yeah, he's definitely not up there in my list of like favorite heroes, but it's a fucking phenomenal movie. Deadpool is one of my favorite comic book characters of all time, and that the first Deadpool movie, they nailed it. Like there was never. I don't think
this guy right there.
It's just Deadpool was the first Deadpool was so perfect with the mannerisms, the fourth wall breaks, the characters. Like they did.
Sam's.
I will shoot your fucking cat.
I don't really know what that means. I don't have a cat.
Then whose kitty litter did I just shit in?
One more time, I had to play it.
I mean, that's great. I mean, all of it's great. Like, there's just so much of that that's so fucking funny. And
Mike, this had to be a fucking orgasm for you.
Yeah.
Deadpool, one of your favorite heroes. Ryan Reynolds, your favorite actor. This had to be like
match made in heaven.
People think that
I can't believe this isn't your number 1.
People think that I'm only a Deadpool fan because of Ryan Reynolds. No, actually, I loved Deadpool before Ryan Reynolds was ever cast as Deadpool.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you always loved the character of Deadpool.
It was just when I heard that Ryan Reynolds was going to play Wade Wilson in X-Men Origins, I was like, that's fucking perfect. Like that is like the perfect cast I've ever even heard of. And like, not because I'm a huge fan of like Ryan Reynolds. I just knew like Ryan Reynolds being who he is, it made the most sense to me. And
of
course, Origins kind of fucked that up, but
I love when they make the little end joke of like the toy, and then he's like, this is my prize collection. Wham! He's like, this is the album where they got their explanation.
There's so much that's just so like all the fucking things, you know,
big
like,
giant metal.
He makes fun of himself like when he's going back to things like, please don't make the super suit animated or green or animated, you know, make it like Green Lantern. And
I'm just excited to start superhero training. Will you shut the fuck up?
and I love that he made fun of the whole superhero landing thing. He's like, that's not practical. Like, why do people do it?
Dude, when Colossus is trying to talk some sense into him about joining the X-Men, and he just fucking throws the shield at Francis's face. Look out. It's right in the fucking head.
That guy was already up here when I got here.
And nobody got hurt. Okay, that guy was already up here when I got here.
And I agree with what you said about it. Like, I love the dynamic that they used to do the origin story of him
storytelling
while like they were doing it in flashback form instead of doing it from start to finish. And I love that.
Okay, if you brought your girl here and she's wondering, wait, this is a love story. He's like, has those 2 fucking knives through the dude's chest. Okay, at this point, if your girl's wondering what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Did I say this is a love story? It's actually a fucking horror movie.
Why did he just turn that other guy into a fucking shish kebab?
Yeah, dude, it's so good. This is like the prime example of like fourth wall breaking in the best way.
Then like the fucking end when he pulls the fucking mask off and it's literally Hugh Jackman's face stapled to his.
It rhymes with Wolverine. That's gonna be $27.50. I don't carry my wallet in my suit. It just creases my line. How about a big high five?
how about a crisp high five? fucking Dopinder was amazing too. Like that fucking scene where he's like, I listened to what you told me to do. I kidnapped him. He's like, what? And he's trying,
don't do that. Stalk him. I told you to do it the right way with our. Yeah, dude, it's like as far as fucking, if you go by the stand-up comedian metric of laughs per minute, Deadpool is probably number one on this whole entire list.
100%.
Yeah, so if you're looking at just laugh your fucking ass off, watch the first Deadpool.
I died laughing practically the entire movie.
Yeah, it's the perfect comedy hero movie.
So yeah, that's why it's my number 2. But I'm the Batman is just too hard of a movie for me to ever put. Right now, there's not a single comic book movie to me that's better than the Batman.
Any MCU, DC, anything.
Yeah, no.
Ooh, it's hard for me. I think Infinity War is just so goddamn good.
It's a damn good movie, but it's just the Batman just gives you. It's so perfect to the comics. It's so perfect. It's so well done too.
Dude, I don't fucking understand people. I don't get it. Robert Pattinson was in those movies a decade ago. Get over it.
I mean,
I'll never understand the hate for Batman.
And the funny part is,
dude, Robert Pattinson was voted. You guys talked about that fucking list. I think Robert Pattinson was voted the second worst Batman.
Yeah.
Under Affleck. What the fuck?
Here's the weird part. Pattinson wasn't even the worst actor in those movies that everybody hates him for.
No, right. He wasn't even a bad actor.
No.
He's a great fucking.
I mean, he
was
him.
young then, so maybe he wasn't.
I think I hated him more as Cedric Diggory than I did as fucking Edward.
Corey, are you talking about the Batman as your most rewatched? Just to clarify, or are we talking about Spider-Man 2, or are we talking about Deadpool? Because we've talked about all three of those within the last 30 seconds.
Deadpool's definitely my most watched one.
Oh, I could see that. Your most rewatched.
Audience score is only an 87 for the Batman, and an 85 for critics. I just don't get it.
Still way too fucking low. Especially, no offense, Steve, but even you put it way lower. Fucking, how does Far From Home have a 95 and a whatever when the Batman has? What the fuck?
Corey said Deadpool is his most rewatched.
That's why, I guess. I don't know.
Most rewatched. Okay, I could see that.
I mean,
I think
it's just a phenomenal fucking movie as far as comedy goes.
Out of these movies, Deadpool is definitely at the top of that list of if you want to sit down and have a couple drinks with friends, watch Deadpool.
That alone, I'm super excited for Deadpool and Wolverine because I know I'm gonna fucking be laughing the entire time.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Like I said, I think it's gonna be the best one. We'll see. It could get a little sloppy, but
it could. The second I saw Wolverine in the trailer saying, "Let's fucking go," I'm like, "All right." So they're playing more into the Deadpool side of things.
I love that Deadpool he's trying to talk about. He's like, "Let's fucking go," and then Wolverine literally he's like, "Let's fucking go."
Yeah, but Wolverine loves to just fucking instigate and get into shit. So in a way, it kind of plays to him because oh man, you need to watch X-Men 97. You need to catch up.
The way that Deadpool he approaches everything with reckless abandon. Probably actually is super appealing to Wolverine because he's probably just like, fuck it. I could die here and that's great.
Honestly, how terrifying would it be to be hunted down by Deadpool? That dude he literally can't die.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what the fuck you do to him.
If he was a real person in this world and somebody said, hey, Wade Wilson's after you, I'd be like, okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and sit still until he shows up because there's no running.
Dude, the bullet sequence of his 10 bullets as he's counting them down is fucking phenomenal.
I love when he fucking shoots. He's like, stupid. Worth it.
Stupid. 10, 9, 8. Yeah. 5, 4, 3. He shoots the dead body. Worth it.
Yeah, they nailed everything with Deadpool, to be honest.
Yeah.
The action, the fucking
the only reason it would be a little bit lower on your list is Steve, if you like more of the high stakes, serious.
Yeah.
Which I get because I have Deadpool a little bit lower too, but it's still
fucking opening alone.
Oh, sorry, Mike. You can keep going.
No, I just that Deadpool
7.
or that
7.
Deadpool.
I had it at 9.
That opening alone is just fucking phenomenal. When they're doing the opening credits, and it's you knew what you were in for just from the beginning.
You did. Yeah, they set the tone very early on.
Fucking and using Angel in the Morning of all fucking songs.
Yeah, great.
Just call me Angel. I love the fucking would you say what's the taxi driver's name?
Dopender.
Dopender.
Yeah, he's like, nice to meet you, Dopender. He's like, oh, nice to meet you, Dopender. Dead. Introducing himself as dead.
And he calls him Mr. Pole.
Yeah,
Mr.
he calls him
Pole.
Mr. Pole all the time.
Oh, fuck. All right,
Oh,
guys, let's do one final. We'll do one final show here, and then we'll finally fucking wrap this month-long 31 up.
We gotta get to some trivia here soon.
We do. All right, let me see if I can zoom out enough to get my 31. It probably will be hard to read, but I'll stop on a few of them.
I can read it.
Okay, so here's mine, guys. I'll let you take it in for a few seconds. That is my entire 1 through 31 of these franchises. Probably Spider-Man through objectively, as like an outside movie fan, Spider-Man 3 is probably my most ridiculous ranking out of all of these. But that is mine right there. Let's move down to Corey, who's no longer with us. R.I.P. You think I'd be more sad that my brother died, but
yeah, he's like Zack Snyder's kid now. Sad.
You know, I for sure thought that we were all gonna have the Batman at number 1.
Me too. I was so excited.
And the New Mutants at 31.
I'm sorry, guys.
Fucking ruined it, Adrian.
There's Corey's. Mike, let's move down to you. The other Batman, the other three-fourths of the Batman number 1.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking total shocker. Deadpool number 2 for Mike Craig. Oh, sorry, did I dox you?
I'm sorry.
And then Steve wrapping it up here. The Batman, the Dark Knight.
Batman and New Mutants, right where they belong.
Yeah.
Right. So I think we all had a Batman, a Spider-Man, and an X-Men in our top 5, except Corey. Corey had no Spider-Man in his top 5. Corey fucking hates.
Corey, I can't believe he fucking hates Spider-Man.
No, I guess what? I fucking hate him. Hey, Steve, happy birthday.
He's more of a Spooderman fan.
25.
25.
Yep.
Are you? Oh, I shouldn't even say that name. I was going to say, are you like Drake? 25 sitting on 25 mil?
I wish.
Let's not talk about Drake.
Then I'd be a pedophile, so.
Then you'd be Aubrey the pedophile.
So I'm
Aubrey.
I think I'm all right where I'm
That's
at.
his real name.
I'm
his
getting
name's
paid.
Aubrey?
Drake's name is Aubrey. Aubrey Graham. Not only is he soft as hell, but his name is soft as hell.
Yeah, I don't like Drake. So.
Yep. So that's that, guys. All right, but that is going to do it for our official, unofficial 31 and 31 Batman. I almost said Superman, Batman, X-Men, and Spider-Man, guys. So check out our list 31 through 1. Let us know what the biggest hot take was out of these movies. We know it's Mike's.
X-Men.
But maybe it's something else, you know? Maybe
I don't know.
maybe
The fact
you
that
feel
Corey
differently
didn't have any X-Men film in his top 5.
You mean
Or
Spider-Man?
any Spider-Man. Film in his top
Well, he
5.
also has Batman 89 way too high. So.
Way too high. I'm gonna say way too high. So maybe, guys, maybe your opinion is that Corey's Batman 89 is way too high, or maybe that ours is way too low.
Corey clearly sucks way more than I do because he's not here.
Because he's not here.
That's true.
Mike, I will agree with that because Corey's not here. And in general, yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
All right, guys, but that's going to do it for this live stream. Be sure to check out more stuff on the channel and on our sister channel, Mike and Corey, who just left. Me, Mike, and Corey do a weekly podcast called Culture Shocked.
We do that.
We do that. Talk about current events, a lot of times past events, bad movies, all that kind of fun stuff. Mike and Corey just talked about the new Fallout series, so that should be fun. That'll be
very
out.
good.
That'll be out Wednesday.
By the way, I've only seen half of the season, but I'm very into it. I'm digging it.
It was one of those shows that, you know, sometimes I try to force myself to watch something.
Yeah.
And I was hooked almost immediately. Like by the end of the first episode, I was like, next.
Right.
Next.
Mike,
next.
I'd offer you one of these cherry tomatoes, but you got a hole in your throat. as Walter Goggins would say.
I fucking love Walton Goggins.
Oh, I do, dude. He's
so
fucking
good.
so far he's stealing that show.
Yeah.
But guys, check out Mike and Corey's thoughts of Fallout. That'll be out next week by the time you watch this live stream, because this is live.
Okie dokie.
So that'll be out next week. Okie dokie. Yeah.
No. That'll be out. That'll be out actually Wednesday.
Oh, that'll be out Wednesday. Okay,
Yeah.
so check out their thoughts on Fallout. I'll get my thoughts out later. I missed this one, unfortunately.
Yeah, he sucks.
It
was his idea to record it too.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I got you guys to watch the series though.
Both Corey and I binged it within the first day and a half.
Yeah, I think I watched it in the first few days as well.
So guys, check out their full thoughts on Fallout. Obviously, this is our live stream here. We will have another one coming down the pipeline. I want to say within the next 2 weeks, hopefully. another one of our live game show, definitely not Jeopardy segments. So check that out, orchestrated by our very own Orion. So that should be coming down the pipeline within the next 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully closer to 2, but I'll get a schedule out for you there. Check out my other content on Baker Reviews. Check out our shit on Culture Shock Podcast. And like I said, let us know what your biggest hot take was out of this 31. Let us know what you fucking completely disagree with. Let us know if you hate the Batman so we can shit on you.
Yeah, we
that'll
won't
happen,
like you.
100%.
What channel are we on right now?
What is Baker? Oh yeah, you can check all that out on YouTube at Baker Reviews.
Baker Reviews.
Thank you as always, Mike.
Sorry, I didn't get to do it when we recorded earlier today.
Oh yeah, because I wasn't there.
Corey flew through your plug.
Did he? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I mean, I agreed with everything he said.
I hear everything he said. Well, fuck, I can't find my Batman to go outro. You know, the Batman I played earlier? The fucking... All right, fine, guys. On that note, we're going to go out. Since I can't find my Batman, we're going to go out.
Goodbye, Batman.
On some beautiful Bully Maguire.
If you were a stripper, which superhero's name would you use?
Spider-Man.
Name something that gives you the chills.
My back!
Name an insect that flies.
Little Goblin Jr.
Name something in your house that creaks.
This damn door!
How many days have you gone without bathing?